Gotta get in that metaverse, dude. Doesn't matter.
I was going to talk to you guys about the metaverse, but
Do you understand it?
A little bit, just from. No, I'm not quite as scared of it as Shannon is. And I don't think it's just but I love. He's like the ultimate. I don't. Hello. Yeah, he was saying something about your head.
Check. Well, I'm actually all right. I'm getting good levels over there, so it don't matter. I don't know why they're. But do you have them? As long as one of us can hear.
I hear perfectly, and it sounds wonderful. I mean, it does.
Then I'll go casual with it tonight.
I think you know your volumes. You know your volume and your level. One word, volumes. That's volume and levels at one time.
I think I'm familiar with talking into it, so I'll be fine. I don't know what's wrong with them. I might have blown them out because they were so loud.
It's been discussed that we need to run through all of the wiring. Since the day we installed the studio.
It's possible.
But I forgot. I went through and got everybody else's stuff going, but I forgot TJ did say he couldn't get from this side, or he plugged into yours and could not get it out of his headphones either.
Oh, so TJ fucked it.
He broke it.
Yeah.
He broke it.
I wonder if he unplugged.
There's some other plugins under there. Like those ones are plugged into something. Just still.
Well, this can't be as good as. Let me try this.
I heard noises when you did that, but I don't know if you'll hear noises when you do that.
Hello.
No?
Then they'll get here and start freaking out.
I don't know.
I'll just let them freak out. Let's do this.
I think Shannon's work because his go off there, so should be good.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
So you're saying that Shannon's too scared of the metaverse?
I think so, but I think he leans that he's a libertarian, but he's a hardcore Republican conspiracy theorist. But
right.
So everyone.
I mean, if you mean take away everyone's rights, then yeah, he's definitely a libertarian.
If he, I think his search has been so flawed by now. Even if he says open-minded search of whatever he wants to search, it's flawed. Like mine's the opposite way. I can search, like abortion, and it's like, all the good things about it. There's nothing bad when I search it,
except for the trash cans filled with babies.
Well, that's because of not allowing it. Yes,
right.
That is true. But I wrote that song "Dumpster Babies," and so
that's true.
Ever since I wrote
that's a hit, dude.
Well, it is catching on.
Yeah,
they're playing it at all the rallies. It's
blowing up the charts.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not worried about the metaverse. I just think that we're maybe further in it than we thought right now.
Or, I don't know. My only knowledge of it's from NPR, and there was a guy that did a whole segment. He did his NPR thing while he was in the metaverse.
Yeah.
But he had the full Oculus, which I think there are way cheaper versions than the $1 million one that Shannon kept
talking about.
I mean,
well, it says $500 or $600 for what they're requesting. My thing is, once you buy it, how do you? Because it seems like everybody just ends up jerking off with it. Well,
if you do, yes, that is true. But I think if you actually go in, because supposedly, basically you go in the best way I could equate it would be to a video game.
Yeah.
You're an avatar. You're roaming around. You can go into meetings. We could do this podcast theoretically.
Yeah.
In the metaverse, we could have this whole setup, but we would have. I'd be Brad Pitt. Would be my avatar. Obviously, the closest thing I look like is what I go with.
Yeah, and, it automatically does that for sure.
You would be Heath Ledger. The closest.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Now
I did put beard oil. Have you?
In your hair,
in my hair.
Good.
Because basically, your head is just
a beard on top of it.
Yeah, it's a top.
But beard oil's not really the same stuff you want to do with your hair, but it does look good on you.
I mean, don't know, dude. Well, I got that, kinky. I don't know if we can say that anymore. That kinky hair.
No, you can say kinky.
Maybe if I say it about myself, I can.
But you're referring to yourself sexually as well.
That's true.
You are kinky.
So I started using that beard oil today. It's sandalwood, so it smells good.
I've got a couple I don't like that burn my face. So if you want to try them in your hair, you can.
This one didn't burn. It was more of a balm. I mean, it looked more like what you would put in your top head instead of your beard. So I just needed something to keep it down with the weather.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of trouble with it getting too frizzy. So
I like it.
It's
it looks
down.
good.
I mean, it's
So I've been seeing all these old
looks like Chris Gaines. My avatar would be Chris Gaines.
I was gonna say I've been seeing all the old videos you've been posting, and I like healthy Conrad. I get it. It's fine. That's cool. You're gonna end up with. I found out I have a
plantar fasciitis
and partial torn Achilles, possibly.
Oh.
I got to go in and get some more stuff done.
How'd you find that out? Now it's your feet?
Oh yeah, it's been feet bad for about. I don't talk about it. I try not to talk for the last 6 months or year. Just moving on my feet has been fucking miserable. It's fucking bad. It's so bad.
I didn't notice your copper fit feet, bud.
No, these are just some pads that I put on to put right on my fascias to walk on them,
My wife has like a ball that you roll around.
I do that too.
Yeah.
I do that.
Does that
I
help?
let mine go, I guess, a little far.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go to a specialist and then see. And it may not even be what's causing my calf stuff. My calf stuff may have caused it.
Like your calves got so deteriorated that your feet were trying to make up for it or something?
You change the way you walk. You do. But it also, I could have fucked them up running. It went to my calves.
Yeah.
And then I forgot about the feet because I remember now when it all started, my feet did hurt. But it just was so bad for so long. And they're still pretty bad. But now I got to sleep in these boots. And
what kind of, like a cooling boots or something?
No,
ice boots?
They're little boots that don't let your feet fall forward. They keep them pulled like this at night. Because that's part of what it does when you let your feet fall like that. It pulls on that. I don't know. I'm learning.
Now, do you sleep on your back or your stomach?
I used to sleep on my stomach, but it's hard. I can't in these boots. It's hard. I got to sleep. I find myself sleeping fetally a lot now. Sideways. Oh, dude, it's weird as shit.
Yeah, it squishes your nutsack, dude. It squishes your balls.
So to sleep on your stomach,
but the grossest thing you can do, and maybe I'm sure you've done this.
I take mine and I just tuck them.
Yeah, you could tuck them up like in front, but one of the gross things that I
tuck them behind.
Yeah, and it's the weirdest thing because you can fall asleep and wake up, and if you keep your legs like that and stretch, and you could actually, it feels like
weird with them.
Yeah, I feel like you got a hemorrhoid or something poking out, and if you wear. Well, I mean, you might have a hemorrhoid,
but you would feel instantly that it's your ball, though.
I know, but
as soon as you touch it, you would know that's your ball. A kid that walks
by would be like, "What is coming out of that dude's butt?"
Or look at that old dude's balls.
Because I have so much sack. Not a lot of. We've talked, but I got so much sack that I wear the running shorts a lot now, and they're real thin, and so when the balls go back, there's no like shadow. It looks like a pile of nuts on my ass.
Well, I've been listening back to some old Monday papers to try to get the feel of how I did it before. And there was an episode where when I was running, I talked about, and we talked about it before, you're getting old when you sit on your nuts.
Yes.
And that's where I'd got for a lot of years. But ever since this leg thing started, my sack has tightened up back to like a high school or even maybe younger.
Middle school, like a youth.
My balls are same size.
More?
No.
Like when you drive?
No, I want to say, I get boners less.
Because I remember when I had tighter balls, I felt like I had more boners.
No.
Could have been the age. I mean, I was
true. I think that was probably puberty. That was probably the thing. But it's been so I don't have that as much anymore. So they're easy to pull forward now.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I sleep on my stomach usually.
I did forever.
But I put my feet over. I have to have them hang over the bed.
See, that's what I did. I started doing that to help my legs because that helped my thing. But then apparently I was still overnight kind of stretching out.
Or you were like scooting up onto the bed, humping the bed and get to where your ankles.
Or stretch.
Yeah, I can't have that.
And then even if I lay on my stomach or if you just sit around, your legs flazzle out. So that's why I wear the boots that they just strap on your ankle and your feet. And then they got a little thing and they just.
You're going to have, by the time like you're 50, you're going to have so many contraptions on you. Like, do you tape your mouth shut when you sleep?
No, I'm trying to get the contractions done. I'm trying to fucking figure out. I'm trying to get.
Yeah, but those aren't going to build it back up. I think it's just that's your life now. You have to wear it forever.
I'm gonna go get shots in my fucking heels, which suck. But then if not,
like cortisone shots or something,
a steroid cortisone shot. But then if that doesn't do it, then there's a surgery because mine got so far. They usually don't like to, but that's why I got to go to the specialist, and we'll see.
I'm
trying to get back.
Sure, that is all.
I'm 2 years away from a new challenge.
A new child.
No, me and you are.
You guys should start another. Have you guys talked about that with Isaac leaving?
We've got dogs.
That's not the same, and you know that.
She had.
I know she's fixed, but
Can I have another one? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying maybe you guys should bring an adoption foster kid. Maybe.
Well, there's going to be a lot of kids to adopt with the new laws going forward. So that's not. We got
totally out of the question that you could be raising a new batch of kids.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But I was going to challenge you to a marathon. Is what I was going to do. I was giving
as far as running.
Yeah, I was giving you all this time to get ahead of me, man. Because I was so far ahead of you in running before my body fell apart, and you would not start running until you knew I couldn't.
That's true.
And then as soon as I couldn't, you started running.
It's so weird
because you made fun of me for 2 years of running.
Oh yeah, I've made fun of. I mean, I have sisters that went through college to run. I mean, I've made fun of runners forever, but it's not like anything. I made fun of golf my whole life until I started playing it. Then of course I acted like I always loved it. It's just what hypocrites do, dude.
Okay, that's true. Thank you. That's all I was trying to get at.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really. The thing about running is you never like it. I mean, there's
actually I had a point where I did. And that was what sucked. I think that's why I fell.
Well, there's parts that there is an escape or the achievement or whatever.
I think is what I liked. Maybe there was never a part when I was running that I enjoyed it.
I think the reason the times I don't like it is that I gave myself the commitment to do it every day, and then there's definitely days it's like it's the last thing you want to do, just like anything else. Especially, but when you do that to yourself, that's when you start.
Well, that's where
hating it.
I did mine became like every week a miles commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I didn't do the daily, I was hitting the miles.
I kind of did that when I first started. That's what I was doing. But then you'd put it off and like, well, now I have to run 5 miles today or whatever. And instead of doing that, it's like just put it on you every day, and then maybe one day it's like, screw it, I'll just do a mile today. But at least you did something. Usually once you're out there, it's fine. And then you'll go a couple miles or however long, or you got something good.
Are you guys going to have any runners on the show? Have you thought about that?
I don't know. We got through the ones that were booked, and now we can kind of focus in on trying to realizing that so many people are willing to come on a show.
Yeah, there.
But need to figure out, do we want them on the show?
Yeah.
And that is tough because you don't want to
turn anybody away.
Right, because they want to take the time to do it. But there's, I haven't posted the last one, which was fine, but, she sells eyelashes.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, yeah, but out of a vending machine, and it's like, there's only so many questions that we can have about.
Even better. Edit it.
They can go as far as they want it to go. I mean, we could sit there and talk about it, but that's also on them too, on some of that stuff.
No, there's 1 or 2 of them where it ran out of stuff, and the last 20 minutes was that's my favorite. Literally, even if I'm struggling with the content, because you're right, I don't care about hairstyling or whatever.
Yeah.
But my favorite part is the beginning, the weird
awkwardness
of the beginning, and then the end of it, where it's you guys talking about you. I love it.
It's tough, but I know that Shannon, I don't know.
Hi, Steve.
There's multiple levels to it, and reaching out to comedians, we've had 4 that say they come on, but they're all flakes because they're freaking comedians.
Yeah.
So when they read it at 8 at night and they're high or drunk, like, yeah, dude, I'll come on, and then you never hear from them again. And I don't know, it's not like it's freaking Bill Burr or anything.
Exactly.
It's just some jackass. And that lady that come on.
But you're building to your Bill Burr moment,
Yeah, maybe. I doubt it, but
well,
sometimes it's better to have somebody that sells eyelashes because you never know where that's going to go. So there's pros and cons to both sides of that. But
I get what you guys. It's hard. There's you guys doing it the serious way, and I like that. I mean, you're doing it.
It's hard to force ourselves to do that. It's almost just an exercise.
But I think if you guys don't sell yourself, and of course you guys do it with the OK Taco Show, and I get that. But you guys don't sell yourself as good enough as a comedy podcast. And you do a little bit, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we know how yet.
Hola, loco, puntas.
I don't know. Shannon walked into the studio loaded down with.
His wife left for Mexico yesterday, so.
Hola, loco, puntas.
He's buying groceries now, I guess.
And bringing them to the gift. He hasn't brought a thing here in the 9 years we've been here, and then he brings in $40 worth of stuff today.
Nope.
More than that.
200. We're gonna enjoy it. Every last drop.
It looks like he brought.
Sorry, talk amongst yourselves.
Maraschino cherries, orange juice, cups,
Dixie
ice.
cups.
Hold it. Wait a minute.
Only the best lemon.
Pineapple juice.
What about a little nutmeg?
Nutmeg.
4 stores. Hey, white people. Hey, I'm looking at you when I say white people.
Hey, whoa.
Would you
Whoa,
carry?
I'm woke.
Would you carry some Goya every once in a while? Would you do that?
Bro, I'm
What
woke.
are
I'm not
you
white.
doing?
I'm woke. It's a
I
drink.
don't
It's
know.
a drink, obviously, buddy.
I went
I
to the
know.
store last night because my wife left, and she said, "Hey, you're gonna have to get dog food." And I said, "Okay." So
Did you?
I went to get milk and dog food because she didn't have the time to go get it. God bless her. She's been sending me lots of photos from the old stomping ground down in
Just her?
Chapala. No, all my sister, both my sister-in-laws, and my wife, and
They went down to go to the dentist,
yeah, they went to go get teeth done.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going on and getting some veneers down there.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else we got?
I
In the satchel?
don't know what you got going on here.
So anyway, I went, got some milk and some dog food, and I said, hey, while I'm here,
Yeah.
to save on dishes, you know what I'll do?
By cups.
I'll just slip over there and get me a Whataburger. So I sure did. Patty melt, by the way.
Yeah.
4 out of 10.
And then
It was delicious.
it was so
Absolutely
good.
really good. It was so good. And then I looked at my wallet. I was like, getting a little low.
Yeah.
So
I
I'll
by
buy
the
some
liquor
more.
store. After the liquor store, I was like, wow, liquor store $60.
Yeah.
Then I put in $100 worth of gas. Then I had a $16 sandwich.
Yeah, but now gas is down
Yeah.
$1,
Do you know what I mean?
so yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And so
Biden.
after buying $60 worth of alcohol, because I felt in the mood for a tiki drink, I was like, my satchel's a little low.
Is
So
this
I was
how
like,
his,
you know
is
what
this how
I'll
his
do?
divorce?
I'll scooch down to the old Grand
I would
and
say
refill my
start.
wallet. And so I went up to the high limit room, slid $100 in, walked out with $9. Didn't make it feel so bad. I called my main man Eric. He should be here. He said he might get some other accoutrements to go along with. I didn't know if we had cups. Sorry, I'm late.
No, it's fine.
The three places I went to get this, which is very
Is this
important.
all today?
Huh?
Is everything you're
No,
talking
this
about
was all
today?
last night. I had to get this. Was
So
the only
that's
thing
why
I-
he was late, though, because he did all
No,
this last night.
This is. I went to 3 stores plus train.
Yeah.
Not the great band.
No.
The actual locomotive. Can I fix you a painkiller?
Fish.
Next week I'll get some different alcohol. And we'll have some cobra fangs. I couldn't find absinthe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
You
tough
like
to.
coconut, don't you?
So I would
Hey.
say is
Hey, white guy.
yeah, I do.
All
I
right.
would say this
I'll
is the
fix you one.
start of his divorce, but it's not. It's been going for a long
I don't think it's
time.
divorce. I think it's the
look at you.
other side. It's kind of like how
Or
everything
freedom.
evolves, dude. And Shannon has evolved into the one guy I know that has mastered the art of slot machining. I mean, I don't know how. There's no logic to it. There's no rhyme or
No.
reason other than a.
I think he's naughty. I think he's saying this in credit card debt into craziness.
No, I've
I
actually
was
got a
there.
picture of the $500 one I won yesterday or a couple days ago.
No, every time I see him, he said, I had a feeling and I slipped in over here. You
Well,
know,
no,
I was right there.
You know when we played
You know,
the
I know
game,
a lot of
you were
people
there.
have those feelings, but they're usually like 60 or 70 or $100,000 of debt.
Yeah.
When everybody came and shot. This has been 2 years ago. When everybody
Yeah.
went out there, and then
Right.
we all went gambling. Remember?
Yes. Yeah.
And so we all had that plan where we would break $100 down into fives.
Yes.
So is this
Remember
what you
that?
do? You go to Vegas and you get sick the entire time, don't play a penny there, and then you
Oh.
become a winner?
You have to go to Vegas.
Did you do that?
No, you did, and you've been winning
my
since.
mind, yeah,
That
my
was-
mind's kind of came back, and I'm trying to.
That was
I'm trying
Tiger
to
House.
fix it with alcohol, and I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Well, I just don't.
No, you're gonna look up.
Sorry, it's so cold in here, guys.
His
It
life
very
is.
nice.
So what were you saying? We went and shot, did the $5 thing, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
changed
and
your
I
life.
was losing, and then Chip had to go to the bathroom.
Hey,
He was
hey,
upstairs,
hey.
so we went over to the old high limit room because there's
Yeah.
a bathroom right there, and it's $5. And remember, we said we could chase it once, so I slipped that $5 in that $5 Lucky Leprechaun that
Yeah.
I like so bad there on the end,
I didn't see. I was downstairs losing, but
and then I hit
And
it,
I was
and I
as
lost,
well, and so
and
is
I
E,
lost.
and-
So I chased it once, and
And
then
you
I won
won.
that 1,600.
Oh,
So with that machine, I went back to it. I had 900. I hadn't played it in a while.
you
Yeah,
know what?
load
This
it
all
back up.
started. What was that restaurant you guys went to? You waited for 45 minutes for the horrible food in Oklahoma City.
Bandana Reds.
And ever since then, the
Yeah.
winning's been going.
Yeah, that night.
I might need to go back and eat a horrible steak to reload.
Yeah,
my
'cause
luck.
that was
Good
like
luck,
your
we were going
worst.
3, dude. When you dinner that night. So, but what inspired this?
He's mad at his wife for going to Mexico.
No,
Did
I
she
just-
send you a picture
Yeah,
of a
she
delicious
sent it,
drink
yeah.
that she's
She's
having?
mad. He's mad at his wife for going to Mexico. I mean, what would you get? What else would you?
It's okay if she has fun, Shannon.
No, it's fine. It just got me excited about my drinks. I missed so bad.
Yeah.
So
A guy that doesn't even drink.
That's
Oh, he drank a lot in Mexico, though. That's different.
Oh,
That was drinking
Mexico,
times.
Mexico.
Yeah. Good
I
time.
did
This
drink a
ain't
lot down
Texas
there.
or Oklahoma, Mexico.
Eric,
This
I
is
put beard stuff in my hair. I don't know. I told Casey when I got here, but
Well, beard is hair, so I guess.
it's a
beard
different kind. It would be better in your pubes.
it's natty. It's nattier in your pubes.
You can't say that. You can say
Natty.
kinky. You
I
can't say
can't say
natty.
natty.
Is it beard
Nappy.
wax?
I can't say nappy. That was the one
Nope.
that got
Oh,
in trouble.
yeah,
Don't
you
say
can't
the
say
other
that
one.
for
Don't say
sure.
the N word.
I'm feeling a little nappy.
No, don't say that.
Just been tired, buddy.
So anyway, no, I just saw some pictures and it reminded me. And she went back to the old house and down by the lake, and she stopped and got a michelada, which that's probably the next one on my list. But
It sounds like it's got tomato in it, so we can't do that.
it does.
Did you put scotch in that?
Nope, that's rum, buddy.
Got a little recipe.
This is
going
Mexico, Mexico. I don't know if you've met him before.
On. This is a new.
Yep, that's
It,
not bad.
even as much time as I've spent with him, this is a new one on me. So
What? I just thought I'd
And
be a
you
treat.
spent a
Can I
lot of
not do
time with
something for
him.
my
I mean,
fellas?
a lot.
I didn't hear of that.
Short of his wife
I don't need
and
it.
mistress,
No,
you spend
Zach,
the
I
most
guess
time
is-
with him.
I don't know. I
What's
guess
he
he's
doing?
He's on his way to Kansas City for a karate tournament.
we got to say that too,
Yeah, right.
and not say anything else.
Do you got something to stir with, bud? I mean, just a stick, anything.
I tell him that eventually they're like, so Brokeback Mountain is like a tale that is told years after.
Nice. Or just give me that smaller pen right there. Yeah.
I don't care. Brokeback Mountain's a tale told years after, it actually happened when one of them died of AIDS. And
Well, no, that one got beat to death. I
Wait,
think.
that's a true story?
yeah, but
Yeah, but right now you can take Travato. I actually wrote that down. It makes HIV undetectable.
yeah,
That's
Travada.
true.
It's
Yeah.
Travada.
Travada. Yeah.
But you,
Travada.
Makes it undetectable, so if you get tested for it,
Yeah, I don't
Shows
you
understand.
can have sex. Certain people can have sex with their partner without spreading it once you're on Travada.
No,
Yes.
I think you still spread it, but it's undetectable.
No,
They don't say it's
get,
unspreadable.
No, it does. They do it in there. They say you get to a level where you can be undetectable, which means you can't spread it. It means the virus is not replicating. It's still in your system, but you're.
That's why they're promoting it. I thought they're promoting it like you could have as much
But they still
freelance
suggest,
sex as you wanted.
No, they
and
still suggest that you
both people be on
have protect
Travato.
and wear protection. Still, we still suggest you use protection.
well, I suggest that regardless.
Yeah, you're not gonna get AIDS, but you will
But it
spread
would have been great
monkeypox.
if like somebody was doing that as a joke, and then they said, right when they said, we still suggest you use protection. Too late.
Yeah. You know what's weird about gay sex is you can't really spread your. You
Hey,
know
bud, it happens in straight sex too. Just so you know.
what's that? Oh, AIDS?
Travana?
No,
But yes,
that's what
that
the
too.
liberal media will make you believe. It's
Oh,
usually,
like if a straight woman has sex with a gay man?
No, like if a dude and a woman have sex and one of them has AIDS, then the other one has
but
AIDS.
they would have
Yeah,
got
that's what I
AIDS.
just said.
I went to a Mexican market. Hey, I went to a Mexican market. Spoke Spanish.
I don't know if I like him.
Like
I don't.
Peggy Hill.
I haven't liked him for quite a while, but I don't know. I like him better now. But
Como esta maraschino cherries, por favor?
I don't know. It seems like a lot of ingredients for the
You know,
drink.
Worth it.
all the best drinks have
Shannon's made me a lot of things.
7 to 12 ingredients is what I've always said.
And it always scared. Like I go for fucking chicken noodle soup to his place, and I'll have
7.
89 different ingredients,
There you
go.
and it scares me.
It
But it's
tastes
always
just-
good.
It tastes
You got
just
any
like the one
cigarettes
that
over
has 7 though.
You say cigarettes?
I don't.
You gotta light it on fire.
I think it requires two
Would
crushed up
cigarettes help
cigarettes.
him light it on? Hold on.
There you go, bud.
Is there something
You're
about
welcome.
cigarettes? Hold on.
Serve the
Sorry, I
lit
was late to the
cigarette in
show.
it.
Is there something I don't
hope
know
it's
about
worth-
cigarettes?
Also,
Do they help stuff
not
light
only
on
is my
fire,
wife
or do
down
they
there, but
just burn?
to be honest, I mean, this is between me and
I
you.
don't-
Let's hook peepers and talk real
Light
talk
it on
right
Real
now.
talk, okay.
Well, I
Bill
don't-
I miss
Maher.
my diamond head.
didn't
That's what I
ask
told
for-
this guy. I miss that diamond head. And if this doesn't remind you of diamond head, you're right in there. You remember
You see
Diamond
the
Head
oil in his
restaurant?
hair when he does that. though.
Diamond Head?
The ski resort?
No, the great
I thought
Wichita
that was-
Treasure, Wichita restaurant. It's Polynesian food,
Chadwick LaFeel.
but no, not Shadrach.
I didn't know that
I think
there
the
ever
computer
was a
died.
great Polynesian food restaurant.
Pass it around if you don't like it. Don't thank you. Luckily, he doesn't.
TV's off.
That's fireworks, bud. Back in it.
Did you need to put a cigarette in here too? Is that
You want one? I'll garnish it with a cigarette, bud.
I can't deny it's great. It's different and refreshing.
The smell doesn't match the taste.
Mm-mm.
If I'm gonna have a sip after you, Casey, did you take your Trivago today?
I did. I'm fresh on
He's
Trivago.
undetectable right now.
I'm undetectable. Look, and I've also got feet pads on, so.
Yeah, we were talking that before you got
you
here.
missed that. I've got
He-
plantar fascia and a partially torn Achilles, and
I miss plantar fasciitis.
Yeah,
dude.
he's got plantar
God
fasciitis.
damn it! This is
But we think that it might be that's what was causing his legs to go bad, or vice
the
versa.
legs going bad because bad calves can cause plantar fasciitis.
And
get
now
drunk.
I
That's
guess
got a lot
we'll
of rub in
say now he has to sleep with, what did you say, foot braces.
Sleep with plantar fasciitis
Yes,
boots.
foot boots on.
Strasbourg socks.
I was gonna wear them out
you
here.
got foot boots, bud.
I wear foot boots.
Yeah.
I'm foot booting it.
I love you.
It's
Are they the hard
it-
rigid things?
So
we got
it got
strapped
to
in?
the point where literally I had to stand on a towel in the morning to take a shower because my feet hurt so fucking bad to stand on just the plastic floor in there.
And to fit an Arabian in there.
And
Gotta fit in
exactly. And I didn't say head, but
Lay down, sir.
so I went back but between that and they put me on a steroid pack so I could actually at least walk on the ground without crying.
Yeah.
And then now I'm still back to where nowhere good, but
I don't know. I feel like maybe something, you got a bad sensor in your brain or something.
they're
Like a receptor
I'm trying to get 'em
fizzled
to
out or
do-
something.
they put me on. They're starting me at a pain management place,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently they're putting me on some non-narcotic pain thing. But they apparently are going to go do something where they try to find the nerves that are causing this and basically deaden them.
Why aren't you on opium?
That's acupuncture, man.
Well, essentially, but not.
Opiates were made for you. I watched the series Dope Sick with Michael Keaton, where he went all these coal mines and stuff, and told these coal miners that could barely walk, could barely stand. They gave them like one thing of OxyContin or something. They're fine now.
Is that the one where he has all the twins and then got the going with the goggles?
Are you talking
and
about the one
chainsaw?
that then led to the
Beetlejuice.
opioid crisis?
You're talking about Beetlejuice.
No, where he clones himself.
Oh,
I thought
Bug
he said
Simplicity or
opium
whatever.
And then
Yeah.
went to opioids.
Same
and they're
Michael Keaton,
completely-
dude.
Yeah, okay.
This is the second part.
I think he thinks it's the same thing.
I think he thinks opium is a part type of opioid, but
Doesn't opioids come from opium?
Same stuff, man.
Sure. I don't know.
I think
No.
it is. Yes, it does.
no,
You don't think opioids have opium in it?
think so.
That's what it-
I'm betting it might.
I don't think so.
It might.
That's what it is, bud. And so, anyways, Michael Keaton's hawking it to these coal miners,
You like a lot of coconut?
and they get this one girl who's like,
Little
her
bit?
dad gets crushed in the coal
Yeah,
mine,
some
and so
coconut.
she has to go down there and start working. Because in West Virginia, that's what happens if a father or a mother that's down in the coal
Yeah.
mines gets hurt. The kid, regardless of age, quits school and goes down there and does it. Well, to get through it, he starts her on a little dose of it, and eventually she's taken 80 or 90 oxycodone. She's Rush Limbaugh on her way through life, and they're all saying, all the doctors
And
saying
he
this is
turned out fine.
non-addictive. These are not addictive. That was the big seller on it. Come to find out,
highly
very addictive. Very addictive.
I gave you 2, and then for like 6 months
Yeah.
after, every day you were asking for them. So
Right. They're very. I'm an addictive personality, and they're very addictive drugs. They're very good. I
They're-
felt normal.
Delicious.
All right, Rush Limbaugh.
That got me through freaking Sopranos, dude. Why do you think I liked that series so much? I got a vasectomy. They gave me opioids. I enjoyed the series. Can't watch it when I'm not high on opium.
really,
No, it's an awful show. I'm totally with you guys. I've tried to rewatch it.
Yeah.
that's
But
wrong.
If you're
That's
high,
false.
it's great.
That and 6 Feet Under bullshit. Oh,
Well, that's got a lot of. That's pre-Travado, dude. 6 feet under. there's there's a lot of mistakes happening there in that show. I don't like seeing Dexter.
making love to another man,
Yeah, it's
I
not
love
even
it.
that. It's.
and the man he has in that one's one of my. That probably made me.
Did you ever
actually-
watch that show, 6 Feet Under?
That made me actually think that was the coolest gays ever looked when he was dating that big fucking.
It's a gay
burly
It's about a
black-
gay mortician.
and his brother and the
And-
family.
Oh, yeah, and others, but
Has
mainly.
it got John Travolta in it?
No,
No, it's got-
John?
John Stamos.
It's got
but
that guy
no.
that played Dexter, the serial killer, and it's got a
the guy that played
couple
Wings
insurance
and-
salesmen. I think like the State Farm guy. I think's in there.
Oh.
But
It's on the
anyways,
same level as Sopranos. I'll make sure I binge it this weekend.
It's not.
no, but it's got too much
different.
of. I don't mind seeing good, hard gay poundings. I just don't like to see them kiss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
That's
Keep your mouth
gross.
out of it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
They're too
Unless it
intimate.
gets a little lower and then off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please. And I don't want to see anybody's reaction to that kind of service either. Oh.
Those are the only two things I want to see.
Well, yeah, dude, but you're a little gayer than I am on that, I think.
Okay.
On the spectrum.
A Scotia air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you on Travato right now?
Yeah, I've been on it for prep for a long time.
It's nice. Well, Eric, how was your week, buddy?
My week was it was enjoyable. It was hot. Worked a lot. I don't have anything to fucking say about my week. My week was all right. I actually went. I spent 2 days out of town for work, in which we did nothing but play golf.
Where'd you go?
Tulsa.
Pebble Beach?
Tulsa. You know, golf mecca of the Midwest, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah. And what days were those? 170 degrees or 100?
It was. It was 104 when we teed off at 5 o'clock the first night. And by the time I got done the second day, it was like 107.
Yeah.
So a little sweaty.
I know it must have been
But worth it.
miserable because it was awful until today down there all week and for the past 4 or 5 weeks.
Last 2 days it rained.
Yeah.
It was raining when I left. A little bit. I mean, it wasn't like crazy.
Yeah, but it's cool off.
Yeah,
It's cool off. It's like here.
75 degrees.
Feels great. And I want to thank whatever politician changed the weather, dude.
Yep.
Thanks, Nancy Pelosi.
If that was her, then I'll thank her. And I'd give her a big wet kiss for doing so.
I'd give her a big gay kiss. You know what I mean?
Hey-
On camera.
Her and Graham finally working together made something happen good.
I'd kiss her right on the tip of her penis.
I would too.
You guys ever think about, you remember when Taylor Swift first started singing? And she
No?
sang the song Tim McGraw. And when she's like, you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me. She sang that.
Nope.
Country music.
Nope.
Had a music video. Hot little blonde girl.
Nope.
Got real popular. That's like in 2003, 2002. So it's
Okay.
been 20
Underage.
years.
Okay.
Way
Right.
underage.
What I was, well, I don't know how old. I mean, she was
12 when she started.
right. But what I'm saying is,
First video was at 14.
if you were to see that video and say,
Yeah.
say you were a real creep when you seen the
Apparently
video,
You are, but go ahead.
and you're like, oh my
He's
god,
that hot little
you've
girl
never
that started.
seen her.
Who's the new girl? You
Yeah,
know?
you've never seen her before, and then you like her. Maybe you don't even like the music, just like her body or the way she looks, or you want to get closer to her, and then you spend the next 2 years stalking her,
Mhm.
and you find out where she lives, and you figure out a way to become a security, and then you figure out how you can like do toilet cam pictures and steal her underwear, and all of a sudden she finds out that you're stalking her. You're the one that's writing the love letters, and you're the
Yeah.
one that's, and you were there, and you got access, and she feels so violated and all this stuff, and she calls the police, and they take you to jail. You know, even if you got 20 years, you'd be out by now.
That's true.
A lot of people
Like
look
now,
at you'd be.
If you were the same age as her, and if you got 20 years, you'd be.
Well, I just think about what have I done since 2002 that's mattered? Nothing.
Oh, right.
Kids.
Do you have any pictures? Are you
Well,
holding
yeah,
out?
I could have kids in jail though.
No, that's true.
You'd have to get a new cell phone, though. I mean, you probably had the old Nokia
Yeah.
when you went in.
There was a story.
Yeah, I would have to get a new plan, I guess.
Yeah.
There's that.
There was a story I read. They just had to move this inmate for the third time because she keeps getting other inmates pregnant.
What do you mean by
The
that? Like a
swimmer.
transgender?
It's in Chicago.
Oh,
I'm off board on this one, but you know.
You'd have to update all your toilet cam pics from your zip disk to like a SD card or a cloud storage.
Something
Update
floppy.
the pixels. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Did they keep that stuff?
yeah. Well, I think you'd have it hidden, and they wouldn't.
No, the ones you get busted with, they don't let you keep.
They don't.
No,
So like when
that's
they
kind of a.
check out of jail, they're like,
That's your
all right,
property,
here's
though.
your,
Nope, they don't
here's your
give 'em back.
wallet, here's your watch, and here's the zip drive. You served your
of
time.
pedophilia.
Zip drive of all your
Pedophilia.
secret pictures.
But
Pedoph-
you've served your time.
Pedophilia.
I don't know if she was 14 back then.
I don't know how
Oh,
old
yeah.
she was, but I'm saying assume that even if the pictures that you were taking of her when she didn't
Oh, yeah,
know,
you are on the pedophilias though. You picked that over the Nazis. I remember that.
No,
assume
I
that she
picked
was
the Nazis.
18 even or 20. I still think that that's kind of crazy that you could go to jail for 10 years, maybe even get out on good behavior, and at home you have like you have the story. I slept with Taylor Swift
Yeah.
because you probably crawled into bed with her one night. You
Well,
got
yeah.
that. You
Got
got
pictures, but she's snuggled up.
Yeah.
You can't-
got a pair of underwear or something. You got a boot or
Is that
something.
worth? So you're saying that would be worth it?
I'm just saying we look at these people.
It'd be worth more now.
If you really liked somebody, but how many years have you spent with somebody that you really like?
Yeah.
Like 20-something years you spent with this woman.
It's not a far stretch because you've heard the stories of like the bank robber. They can't find the money. He hid it in a 50-gallon drum out in the desert.
Are you saying that maybe they could
jail,
get together when he gets
money
out
up,
too?
right?
So
You can't find it.
So are you saying that this
He
guy's
gets
going
out
to
and
get
he
together
gets
with Taylor
money.
Swift?
You ever seen that thing where out in the desert the rocks move?
Yeah.
Are you talking about The Rock's new movie?
The
No,
Rock's-
not the Rock, the actor. Actual rocks. They just slide across. They slide across the deal. That could be what happened with a lot of mobsters' money. It's just like 15 feet away, and they don't know. It's just like.
You mean when they have like satellite images of rocks that have moved?
Yeah, they've been taking pictures.
And it's got little tracks where it shows that they slid across.
And they always say it's alien stuff
or wind
or wind. Yeah,
that's what they say.
Might say it's wind.
It's high wind. It's like, dude, if you could push a 160-pound, 200-pound boulder across the desert, that's some wind.
That is.
Now I got to find Greta, and we got to get a plan.
Speaking of,
how dare you? Dude.
Now,
I'm sorry,
if you could relate that with the Taylor Swift story, because now the new age kids are stalking her when she was underage, and they're going to go to prison. So 20 years from now,
yeah, somebody could be so into Greta Thunberg or that Stranger Things girl.
Oh yeah,
Millie Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
It's one of Bobby Brown's kids,
daughters.
I think, yeah.
And a good-looking girl. She's 18 now, so it's legal.
Is that one of Whitney's daughters?
I don't know. I don't know if it's from a previous marriage or Whitney, because I think Brown had
a sloppy abortion, but they kept it or something.
Something like that. It's like a half a preemie.
Dumpster baby return.
Yeah. Anyway, she's got powers and she's beautiful.
Yes.
And I do love her for that.
Great monster hunter.
Yeah. And I think that if my thing is, you could have a crush on a celebrity.
Yeah. Like Angelina Jolie. I think about that all the time.
Guess what? How close you've been to her? You've not. Why not
at
commit like these creeps do?
That's true.
You go to jail for 5 years, 7 years.
First offense,
you still
first offense, you might get out in a year.
Yeah, if you did it to Brittany, you'd have the story.
Yep.
I should have.
You'd have the story.
You'd have an ankle bracelet for a couple months on your first offense, but hey, you'd still be out.
I should have. I still can.
It's a good idea.
You look a lot like Kevin Federline too.
The problem is
I've been going for that for a lot of years.
The beautiful women.
Yeah.
I think they're going away. I think we're getting more body positive, and so when that happens, we're down to like stalking Lizzo or something.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying. I would stalk her.
Win.
I'd stalk her
for
a
big game
for a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
And believe me, she'd be easier to track. But what I'm saying
like one of them boulders, dude.
Yeah, but harder to fucking tackle.
Don't put her in the desert. She'll move.
You hit her from behind with the shovel, and she just turns around.
Yeah. What up, dog?
Oh, she would shoot you, dude. She would she's strapped.
No.
Yeah, Lizzo.
You just got to go after a different. You don't hit somebody like that.
I didn't want to hit Taylor Swift.
You put like a 6-foot meatball sub in front of her on the ground.
Yeah. No, opiums. I put opiums in her face.
Uh-huh.
In her cereal, whatever.
Right.
What does an 18-year-old girl eat? Ramen.
Top
crush it up. Oh, I made you this. It's chicken ramen. I'm full. That's ever been said.
Never.
You hand it. She eats it. This is good. She acts happy for a little bit. Then sleepy time.
Yep.
Well, that's.
Take her clothes off, lay next to her, take a few selfies. Don't do anything creepy, but you still get caught.
Don't take any foot pictures. That's
don't Cosby them. Don't go in. Nothing inside.
No.
That's a bad thing. Nothing inside. But hand plays fine, and
that's
then
fine.
You're going to prison, but not for very long. And guess what? You got a hand job from your celebrity crush.
Right.
But if it's your hand with her,
that's a lot of times that's what my wife is. A lot of times it's my hand with her hand.
Well, that's a celebrity crush.
Out of all your ideas, I'm going to be fucking honest. This is the best one. I'm in.
It's not an idea. It's just an observation of there's a lot of people that are free.
I thought this was an idea. I was in.
No, he's saying that sometimes, when
time keeps moving, guys.
Yeah, when you get an age around what we're at right now, sometimes you look back and say, you know what I could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Woulda, coulda.
Oh, I could have went to college or could have went late. A lot of people have those regrets.
Like, really? All right.
Sometimes you regret.
No regrets.
Yeah, instead, you could do that, or you can settle for a chick, spend 20 years in a loveless marriage, and have no memories of the stuff, or chase your dreams, go to jail for 20, come out, and you still have the memory of it.
Start chasing your dreams again.
But no, now you're wiser, and by the way, you're going to get a better woman 20 years later than what you settled with.
After 20 years, you're going to pick
No, women love dudes that have been in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, reformed? Yeah.
And especially if you say why you went.
And face tattoos.
I was so in love with this person
Yeah.
and you tell them like, oh my God, that was you? You really loved them, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you're
So
like,
bad.
yeah, I loved him so bad, and that's how I feel about you. And they go crazy for that stuff.
If you don't kill them, that's not true. If you kill them or really maim them, then maybe.
No, that's not.
That's
No,
taking
you
it to a
don't have-
different level.
yeah,
Don't
Well,
get
what I'm
creepy
saying is,
about
but the
it.
girls don't
That's
fall in love with the
gross.
guys unless they're completely the fucked ones.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably.
Those are the ones that
I'm not going
girls
to get
throw
married after
themselves
prison,
at.
but I'll have lots of good first dates, second dates. We'll have a lot of pad thai, and
Yeah.
Sure. After.
Go to Spaghetti Warehouse.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah, we'll
after you
take a
got
second roll of bread, please.
after you got out
I work
of
at
jail,
O'Reilly's. I deserve it.
sure there'll be a lot of choking involved. There'll be a lot of some stuff that you might not be comfortable with, Casey. But you're going to have to get
I'll
over
get
that.
used to it in jail.
And yet, that's part of the training.
I was gonna
Is
say, I
that
think.
it?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Wow.
choking.
In jail, yeah.
No, I mean at first in jail I would have choking problem. By the time I got out there, you said,
Well, you would
No.
learn how they did it without.
"Oh yeah, I
crushing
could
the
open that. I
Lorax.
could open up and receive
Yeah.
like true
Why
lover would."
doesn't prisoners get drugged to where they don't get boners anymore?
That's true. That would be a good idea.
It should be an option.
No, but I don't
I mean,
like. You could pick for your roommate to not get one. It should. You know what I mean? Because I want to be able to fight back.
well, I'm just saying maybe in all the slop,
I'm not gonna
That
get
they're
mine.
feeding
It's
you,
like taking your
why
sword
not
away.
put a
Unless the other guy
opiates,
they take his
whatever
sword
it is that
away,
takes boners
wrong,
away.
No.
I think
I'm not giving up
opiums,
my
people
guns
have
until
trouble
everybody's
getting
giving
boners.
theirs up.
I don't know if there's a pharmaceutical company. I'm sure there is that's out there that does
Pfizer.
the reverse effect of
Well, a lot of the
Cialis or
a lot of
Take
antidepressants,
the little red pill.
or people that are depressed, they take a certain antidepressant, and then they're not able to achieve
Yeah, give them fucking
But they still have-
Effexor.
effects.
They still have the sexual desire. They just can't perform.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I would rather be mashed up against the wall
See,
with a
my
soft
problem was-
wiener.
yeah.
I
Here's a
could
better
get, I
idea.
could get half-hard as a rock, but couldn't go. That was.
I'd rather be
Pfizer.
scissoring with a wet noodle than
Here-
having something pokey. You
Here's
know
a
what I mean?
better idea. You force each prisoner, pairs of two, to be married. They may rape each other for the first couple of months, but after a while, one of them go, I don't feel like
Yeah,
having
but they're gonna be cheating on each other.
So
like
after within
crazy.
6 months, nobody's in there is going to be having
That's
sex.
true.
No, just reading. A lot of people
Maybe on
reading.
birthdays.
Yeah. You know what would be even funner for prison?
No,
And I don't know-
or maybe a New
That might be
Year's
your
or
best.
4th of July or something.
And I don't know how fun prison is now, but I gotta imagine it would be fun to play a game where you had like 5 antidepressants and one of them is like a blue pill,
Oh,
Viagra,
Cialis, yeah.
or Cialis.
Ragra.
So you get 6 guys in there, like, all right, one of us is gonna get a boner
Yeah.
tonight and really want to bang. The rest of us aren't gonna want anything to do with it.
Oh,
And you might even be the guy that's like, I'm not into dudes, but one of your buddies like, come on, man, they're
You
gonna
gotta-
beat me up if you don't do
you
it.
gotta play the
Told them
game.
you'd be here. That might be you. It might be you get Russian rouletted, dude. Russian bonered. And that's just a fun little afternoon at prison.
That sure is. Open the doors, you know what I mean?
Got 6 of them last night.
Everybody was in the mess hall. I took all the pills.
You guys are, well, you've probably taken them, right, Eric?
what?
Boner pills.
I never have.
I'll get you some.
I had some. The wife told me I couldn't take them.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
My wife told me I
Yes.
couldn't take them. I took them once.
She said you don't need them. I said, yeah, but it'd be fun. She
all
said,
it took.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
No.
You don't need them.
Why?
No,
do you
I
not-
mean, she said
not
it, you don't
tell
need
her?
it.
No, you don't need it.
And I said, well, it might be fun. It might be something different. I don't know.
not-
it is
not
different.
Tell her.
3
Just-
days passed, and she's like, you are not allowed to have those around me at all. If you want to take them,
Yeah.
Until you need them.
see you later.
But did you take like a Cialis or did you take like those bee's knees ones at the store, like
no,
the
no,
raging hard boner 29-hour thing or whatever?
no. When we were in Mexico.
Lamar Odom took her.
When we were in Mexico, that was the fabulous time of Mexico where you could go to any pharmacia and get anything you wanted. So whatever it was, 150 milligrams, the big ones, and then they say, hey, dude, take half.
Yeah.
Because especially if you don't really need it kind of thing, take half. I was like, no.
Oh, and that's a bad call.
yeah, I popped one
I'll
and I
take
thought,
dose.
yeah, I thought I got
I'm
one,
American. I'll have 2.
one full one, and I thought I was going to die. I mean, I thought heart attack, Bill.
Yeah.
And no wonder he was all fucked up.
But
a
you
year
get
after
sweaty.
that.
You get
Wife helped.
sweaty.
Wife helped. No, it's just I took one. I was fine.
Yeah.
But it makes your heart rate go up because it's
We
a
should
blood
lock
thinner.
ourselves in a room for 24 hours and I'll take a handful.
I don't know. I don't know if I could take any more.
I think they've made them
I think I'm done.
some tamer versions of that.
If they did that, then I might be in like a 15 mil or something.
Yeah, they make like 5
and
milligrams.
it wasn't anything to shout out.
I've never taken
Also, Steve,
anything besides
you get it.
like pot for my erection.
Not the pills.
Pot doesn't.
The metaverse.
Pot for your erection.
Yeah, I've never, or alcohol, or I've never taken anything for it, I guess is what I'm saying. I just smoke weed to have sex, and I
okay.
I smoke weed to go shit, and I smoke weed to eat, and
well,
that's normal.
Yeah.
To just stay in that zone, then it's always. When's the last time you had sex without weed? Probably.
Like 13 or something.
no,
And what?
Not 2013. I mean,
2000
you were
probably
13.
it would have been probably 2000.
Before Trump or after? Probably before Trump.
It would have been. When did I start my business? Actually, it would have been like 2006 or 7. Would have been the last time I had sex without marijuana. I mean, I take that back because I've had morning sex quite a few times, and I'm not high in the morning.
Well, you're smoking while you're having sex.
No, I don't. I mean, usually it's like I wake up and Amy's already out there, and I'm like, "Hey, Amy, come here, bring me my shoes,
on my feet, and I can help
Bring
get my
my
brace
vape
off."
pen.
Well, this is before I had my afflictions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before I was MMA, but I didn't do. So we've had sex not high. I have.
That's fun.
I mean, I probably have leftovers high from the.
Watermelon sugar. Hi.
I think that maybe guys should. I'll get you some. I have some. I'll bring them over. We'll try them together.
If I ever give my BMW back, I think I've got some in the back.
I'll try one.
You left it with those people though. They'll find it.
Oh, they probably are taking
They're
it.
crushing up. They're snorting it. Can't figure
He's
out.
foreign, dude. Those dude rock
Well,
boners
that's why he
all
was
day.
in the hospital. He said he just had heart.
I think
heart
we do
transplant.
that. I think next time we go to Vegas, we all do your velvet suits or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we all fucking take
Boner
Viagra
pill?
and go walk around downtown or whatever. But we have to. The game is to try to keep it down.
You say it's kind of gay to do that?
No, it's kind of against me because obviously I'll be the one that shows the most. You guys, nobody even noticed you guys.
That's true.
That's true.
I'll be walking around knocking over street cones and shit.
Little pup tent.
I don't know if they shot the building this time or.
You're still doing fireworks?
I mean, yeah. It's only
It's still July, dude.
That's true. It's still July.
Not
Keep your
August
Christmas
yet.
lights up.
Yeah.
It's still July. I don't know. I didn't want you guys. If you're listening, I'm not encouraging you to go out and stalk a celebrity that you have a crush on.
Don't do that. But do it.
But I'm just saying, if you did do that and you think that there's a huge consequence,
You should do it.
what you should know is the 10 years they give you, the 15 years they give you, that'll fly by. So don't think like that sounds like a long time to be in prison. It's not. 15 years will go by like that.
Really fast.
And just have a good time is what I'm saying. So if you think maybe you don't have much of a future out on the outside.
Right.
Well, don't do something so stupid like don't do that. Don't end your life. Go find what you want and you're passionate about. Maybe it's you want to give Beyonce a hug or whatever.
Sure.
Go do it. Go to jail.
Find out what church she goes to and join.
Yeah. Join Scientology. They're all in there.
Whichever.
And then
I mean, it could be whatever church.
I'm pretty sure that
Church of Satan.
Yeah.
Church of kid killing.
just if you love someone,
Church of
don't let
chocolate.
society tell you can't love them.
No, don't do that.
I think a lot of people do that. They think, well, she's already married and she's a billionaire.
Right.
I can't have her.
You can.
You only get one life. If you want it, go get it.
Yeah.
But don't do anything stupid, and I'm not encouraging you to do this.
Well, don't do anything. Don't do anything like
This is why I'm fucking horrible.
crazy.
So we may want to turn the mics off for this. I got a great business idea.
That's a good idea.
I don't want anybody stealing it. But I don't think
We've been turning mics off.
Prostitution in most of the U.S. is illegal.
Is illegal?
Illegal.
Yeah.
In most of the U.S.
Correct.
But I don't believe it's illegal
You mean legal prostitution
to have
is illegal?
to have property that you can lease out time, like a pillow. I could let Shannon rent a pillow
I
from
would
me.
love to
If
rent
he has
one.
sex with it, he does whatever.
I would. If it's a full long the
Yeah.
body pillows,
Mhm.
I
Well,
would.
those
So
dude, those you
in
can fuck
today's
one of those.
modern technology, they got robot women, they got the sex, they've got the wax museum things. We could be having sex with whoever we want.
Yeah.
Or escort, spending time with them. So why don't we just get a old hotel In each room, you have random different celebrity wax dolls and
Love
sex
that.
dolls.
Love it.
You can go bang any
This place
celebrity you
maybe the
want.
hunting jacket.
It is
I'm sorry,
a mixture.
spend time with.
It's
anybody
kind
you
of a
want.
mixture of the hunting jacket and, a lot of the ideas that we've had over the years. We're combining these human chair.
Sure.
All this stuff is kind of becoming one place. And I like your idea because you can utilize technology plus for keeping people safe.
Yeah.
We're keeping celebrities safe, keeping
Keeping the monkeypox down.
We could call it the ejaculatorium.
Love it.
Oh, sorry, sir. Somebody's already in there. It's all right. I'll watch the video.
I'll help.
I'll know when they're done. Sir, would you like help or would you like to finish on your own?
I got it.
It's Daryl Strawberry.
Wow.
The figure? No, the man in there.
We got a 2-for-1. We have Cher Half-Breed and Cher 2010.
Oh, yeah. Share on that naval carrier.
Both. How much
Same
for
time.
both?
That'd be probably what I'd lean towards. I mean, you'd probably go for your either Jamie Lee Curtis or Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I never was a Jamie Lee Curtis big time fan, but Angelina Jolie, especially back in her prime.
Jamie Lee Curtis in
True Lies.
Collateral Damage. Yeah, True Lies.
Collateral Damage.
Man.
That's Tom Cruise.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, him in Collateral Damage and her in True Lies.
Right. I had an idea, and you guys gonna probably poo-poo this.
Yeah.
And I know the country will because they make a lot of money on these jails.
I'm talking about prisons.
Yeah, on
For
prison.
profit imprisonment.
You're not talking about hair
imprisonment.
gels. You're talking about
The actual.
I've been using beard
correctional
oil on my hair.
I'm talking about The Rock, not the actor, and not the one that
Alcatraz,
scooch
dude.
across the desert.
Yeah.
I'm actually talking
The
about
one that Jack
prison.
LaLanne would swim to.
reopening
That's
that
right.
motherfucker.
No, I'm saying that. We've got those deals. The wrist bracelets. Maybe sometimes they put them on the wrist, but normally it's on the feet.
I mean, tracking like a
Yeah.
ankle
House
tracker, house arrest,
Scrunchies?
So what I was thinking is we
airplay.
talked to the door company, the
Mhm.
ring company.
Cheney Door
So
Company, maybe.
maybe they probably sell the ring door alarm,
Yeah.
or whatever, the cameras. You know what I mean?
Cheney Door Company.
And so we redo all of the guys and the ladies that are watching the prisons,
Yeah.
and they go out and install these cameras on all the windows and doors, right?
Yeah.
And then we pay them just to watch a bunch of screens, And so we also just supercharge those little bracelets, the ankle bracelets, that if you break that threshold, it kills you. I mean, it just shocks the hell out of you, And everybody doesn't like to be shocked. There's like nobody out there. You got people that one crazy dude that likes to go swimming in all the ice.
Yeah,
He's
you'll
like
get a
an
weirdo
Iceman.
out there.
He's
Yeah.
a weirdo.
Yeah.
But
They're not going to
nobody,
be in prison, though.
yeah, nobody I know
Right.
says, you know what I like to do for fun is get shocked by 220 and just get blown across the kitchen. I don't like that.
No.
And matter of fact,
So you're talking about having a jail
just a
without
house.
cells.
just house arrest. You go wherever your dorm room is,
Mm.
whatever you had. And if you don't have any, it could be a halfway house, doesn't matter. And you're not allowed to leave, dog.
Mhm.
Like you can enjoy your TV and you can get in the metaverse, you can get in your PlayStation, you can do whatever you want. You got to get food. Someone's got to bring you food. I'm not paying for it. I'm the tax guy. So if you don't have somebody to bring you food and you run out of money for DoorHub, you just die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that seems
Yeah, but I'll get my government share, so I'm fine.
exactly. No, then they deliver. Those little small towns that deliver? Now we're
Mhm.
going to have them bring them to the door, right?
Well, they just can't leave.
Can't leave.
Right.
I get my Meals on Wheels.
They can reach out and grab it.
So you want to eliminate jail
Prison.
or
Total.
prison
Gone.
totally,
Yeah.
but take current inmates
Mhm.
and future inmates
And release them back to the wild.
Not release them.
and
confine them in-
shackle them to technology
Correct.
that if they try to beat the technology, they die.
Exactly. Because I, on the other side of us,
This is like Running Man.
Are they actually at their homes?
Did you recently
yeah,
watch Running
wherever
Man?
they want to lay up.
So
They can-
it's house arrest.
yeah, they can
With
go back.
greater consequences.
That's
But
right.
people can't be at their house; they're alone.
No, they could be. It could be 20 of them in there. It doesn't matter what's going
But
on.
like they have visitors and stuff.
Sure,
Well, wouldn't that maybe continue the reason that they went to prison a lot of times then?
maybe. But what I'm saying is what you do in your own house and your own property, even
Yeah.
if you're renting whatever.
How would
There
they
you go.
Well, that's not. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's
So if you
not
gotta-
the case.
that's
That's
not
not,
what-
true at
what
all.
I'm
you don't get
saying-
to do whatever you want to do just because it's your own house.
Oh, sure. If you got a cousin that brings you
God
over some
never
blow
brings
and you want to
the
do blow,
shit.
that's fine.
Here's that
But
guy
here's the deal. You're going to be on camera.
Yeah, you're gonna
There's
be
the
on camera.
libertarian.
And that cousin that brought you that stuff,
Yeah.
you're going to see it on camera, dog. Like someone might not
So the
catch it.
camera's watching you too?
Yeah, inside and out.
How much? This is a lot of monitoring.
Not
going
really.
on.
Those ring door alarms are very cheap.
But I think the biggest part is that there's a lot of prisoners.
There's a lot.
But Casey has a point. You do have to watch it, though. I mean, you can put it up there, but somebody's got to have to actually
Yeah,
watch
you gotta
it.
have eyes on it. How many people can you watch
Listen,
at once?
dude, these little Democrat people, what they say is that you're gonna have all these people out of work. You know, you got the warden that'll have to go home. You got all these guards. You got all the cooking people.
Yeah.
They are getting paid now to watch several screens. You got one guy watching 16, 20 screens.
Why even
react when?
Why even do that? Why not have the prisoners watch each other? And they get rewarded every time they bust another prisoner.
They get a week off.
They
So
call,
you get
it,
a week
they
off
call
every-
it busting nuts.
Every
Busting
time you
nuts.
bust a nut,
Yeah.
you get a week off your
I do
your
like that.
sentence.
Well, here's the deal.
I like your stalking idea better. I'm going to be honest.
They go hand in hand. I get where you're going.
What I'm saying is
I don't think we can
the stupid
fathom how many.
Republicans always
prisoners
say,
there
hey, man,
I
you're
was
spending
gonna
my
say,
tax dollars for all
how
those
do you
crazy
get-
stuff. And then you got the libtards that say, hey, you know, where are they going to work? We can't make more poor people. This solves them both.
Well,
The stupo Republicans, hey, bud, we're still controlling all the people in jail. We're still, you know,
We're
saving
not, because
crime.
now people can come over and you just bring people over to rape them. And
But
Yeah.
I think the Republicans' problem is they don't want to pay for it. Like if you would do an and you killed a family of 7, I don't want to pay to incarcerate you while you wait on death row, because it's expensive, even for one person.
I think the Republicans are fine with incarcerating people and paying for it.
They
It
love
depends
They
on
just
what
want-
color.
They want it privatized.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
just don't-
Depends
yeah.
on what color they are. But
Right.
what I'm saying is,
No, they just want it privatized.
Hey, now listen, I'm telling you what, I visited a couple of those private jails. They're nice.
No.
So if someone's out there making money and privatizing jails, God bless you. I'm just saying that the other ones that we're paying for.
When you privatize, that incentivizes
What, Casey?
putting
Other
people in
people-
jail,
Huh?
Oh yeah, you want more
keeping
prisoners.
people in jail.
Definitely
and
want more people in jail.
Yeah.
They're
How do
actually.
we? That's how we
I don't
make
know
money.
if you heard. I don't know if you read about this. They're actually in the Wasabi Desert.
Wakanda.
Is that where they get
Desert.
Is that where they get wasabi from?
That's where they
You're
grow
thinking
the
of
wasabi.
Wakanda,
Uh-huh.
and that's technology. Based.
No, I've never had
Hey.
Wakanda nuts. I've had wasabi flavored though.
Black Panthers.
Wakanda
Sorry.
Forever. I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw the trailer. Looks great. Out there in the desert, they're gonna build a mirrored box.
Mhm.
It's a high rise. It's very tall, Empire State Building tall,
Yeah.
and it's 172 miles long. They got a train that runs through the middle of it, so you can get from one end to the other. Let's say you got a business meeting, you're there in 15 minutes, dog.
Okay.
Bullet train.
But why would
The
you just do it on video?
Whole thing outside is mirrored.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but apartments, and it's an own ecosystem and everything out in the desert. 3.8 million people can live there,
All right, dumb question.
and they're getting ready to build it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
I can't think of 2 places I want to go in the desert, let alone 2. So why would you have to go from one place in the desert to the other?
You don't have to.
Second off, if you lived in that tube, then
Yeah.
why would you even ride in the train? You'd just be living in a train tube.
Well, the train tube is in the middle of all the other stuff they got going on. There's casinos. Everything you'd ever need is, they said, was within like a 5-minute walk. I mean, they got bicycles in there. You can't, no cars. They got trees.
I know a lot of times though that stuff is available now.
You can look it up. It's actually pretty cool.
I know it does sound really cool.
Sounds
But-
like an Elon Musk
It
Mars
also sounds like
trial.
a city. I mean, it just sounds like,
It is, but it's basically a place to put poor people that
which I think is another
are
word for
not-
a city.
are not in jail.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just. You keep referring to this as something that's not
They're
been
running
invented.
out of room. You know what I mean? They destroyed Detroit.
Right.
Chicago's
Detroit's
on
empty though.
fire.
I mean, it's ready.
Yeah, well, they need to move.
And I
back
seen
in.
a picture on Facebook of a roofer there. He's actually doing a pretty good job re-roofing Detroit. So
Good job, Chris.
a couple more years.
Metaverse.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That's a good one. Look at that.
Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know if the city in the desert's that appealing to me. I like mirrors, as you know, but
Oh, yeah.
usually the poor don't have them. But I guess if it's reflecting the outside world and keeping the inside world its own, that's okay.
I was going to send it to you because I knew you'd like it.
Yeah.
It's the Saudi desert, not the Wasabi.
I'm sorry.
Saudi desert.
I can't even pronounce it.
105-mile long city will snake through the Saudi
Not
desert.
snake. It's straight across.
Well, it says
it's a
I'm
wall.
just saying the headline
Those move
says
some
will
dunes.
snake.
Yeah.
I mean, the headline says will snake
Those
through.
people, and I'm generalizing them as a people, they usually do pretty good construction. It just doesn't last long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, my problem with living there is not the desert. It's not the mirrors. It's not the fact that
They got plenty
everything.
of sand for
And
everything.
future would hope to have 9 million residents.
I said
9
3.
million.
Yeah, I said 3.8. That's way much more. I would be upset.
But it's mirrored, so you're inside of it's like I said, it's a controlled ecosystem.
Yeah.
You stay in the mirror, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's better than just living in a city, though, where you're
It's
5
not.
minutes away
It's
from.
not.
Well, it's not, but it's like it's because it's cool, bro. It's like I mean, it's same. You know, it's cool,
It's
bro.
inside.
Yeah, it's inside a mirrored
Well,
city.
I wouldn't want to live there because of all the towel heads.
Whoa!
Casey will be stepping on him in the shower. Don't
I
worry.
was gonna say I need him to fucking shower, bro. Fuck you.
Well, if one gets angry, let's say he can't get his food or something, all of a sudden he blows the whole thing up.
Conrad, I don't see how you're not making the connection between what everybody else poo-poos on and you love, and you're not making a connection between
Poor people?
the mirrored city, tunnel city, and your
Second city.
second city, underground city, mine city, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that, but put mirrors around it.
Do you want to watch a fly through of it?
Yeah, nobody liked my ideas when I said second city.
The lady's flying through it right now.
I think that all they're doing is getting you guys used to being like on a spaceship. It's the whole reason that
That's
they're making
all
that.
these train shows, like the shows where you snow pooper or piercer.
Basically, what it is, Conrad, is they had such a good.
They want us to get ready to live on planets like Mars and stuff when our ecosystem
No,
dies.
that's not right.
That's not you, but
They just, I mean, this says that.
yeah, they're going to try to get us used to living outdoors, indoors.
But much like
be on a ship.
But much like
You won't have to worry. We'll be dead.
Much like real astronauts, you
Mhm.
have to get used to living in like Arizona or another
Yes.
desert.
Yeah.
To act like you're in space before you actually go
Right. It's all a
in
big,
the next 100 years.
it's all a big
'Cause no one's
simulation.
going now.
It's literally a physical simulation of what the future will be when you're on a spaceship.
Would you live there?
We're not going to be invited.
Dog, let's say Shania Twain lives next to you. Would you go? And I'm not
Well,
talking about
there's
now.
a-
I'm talking about two-piece back when she was hot.
Yeah, I don't know how long a
Huh?
restraining order lasts, but I sent some pretty naughty notes to Shania Twain after the Super Bowl.
Or are we going to ignore the fact that basically this is just a long apartment building? That's basically what they're doing.
It's mirrored. Did I mention that?
So apartment buildings,
It
they
will
have
be
big
roughly,
mirrors on the
hold on, it'll be
outside.
roughly 220 yards wide.
That's not that big,
It
really.
will rise 500 meters above sea level.
That's the thing.
Residents will be able
Is
to
that a
run
lot?
errands
It's 100
within a 5-minute walk.
I said that. I got that
There will
right.
be no cars or roads.
No, don't need it.
High-speed rail will carry people from end to
Yep.
end within
We're
20
back
minutes.
back to trains, dude. Back
Yeah.
to magnets.
It
and
will
trains.
cost hundreds of billions of dollars to build.
They
They're
basically
building it
took
now.
an apartment building, laid it on its side,
Yeah.
and called elevators trains
105
and
miles
slowed them
long.
down.
105 miles in 20 minutes. That seems pretty fast.
But how
Eric,
fast
it
is
has
the
its-
elevator? I mean,
Eric,
it might go that. We just always
It
have to
has
stop.
its own ecosystem.
So do apartment buildings. They're called air conditioners and heaters.
Yeah.
Come on, don't.
Just get some
And
freaking
indoor
ferns,
plumbing.
dude.
This is the same thing you said about Second City. You wasn't in on Second City, and now they're building
Second
it.
City was at least feasible, dude.
No, I mean, it seems unfeasible. This seems feasible.
No, it seems like they stole your idea, which
You're
they
going to build
did.
a city
They're
on
building
another
it.
city floating in the where?
It's not floating. It's on pillars, dude. Pillars have existed since before mirrors. Pillars have been used
Yeah,
to
You're
make
just
vessels.
talking about parking
Second-
garages.
with
and
Second
because you were in
City,
a parking garage,
You're
you said this
embracing
would
the
be
different
cool if
climates.
we could build a city in a parking garage.
Once Second City exists, Bottom City no longer really exists. It's all shaded. Everything dies. The people die. Then we can go back down if we want to. Tear down Second City. The point is, it's a hierarchy system that's actually literal.
And that's Dubai, and that's what this
That's
is.
8. That's what do they say? 8 million people. Big. That's a flick of the wrist for Thanos. 8 million people. That's what San Diego. Big deal. I don't hang out with those losers anyways. Second City is the world. And if you can't get on Second City, which by the way, get your fucking feet right if you went up there.
That's true.
Get your fucking
Fix
feet right.
dog. Or we'll send you down below where all the
Ring,
fireworks are.
Hey, it's First City. We're not getting any sunlight down here. Everything's dying. Dog, I don't care. I'm Second City.
You think you're in charge when the pillars go into our city and we just knock them the fuck
He built
down?
it!
What are you talking about? You're going to knock down my pillars?
Yes!
Try to go knock down a steel pillar right now,
because his
Casey.
pillars are holding up your city too.
I'm
your
going to knock
floor.
down sections
Unless you
to where
got
it
2
falls down, we
planes.
take what we want down.
So it falls down on top of you?
Yeah, we'll knock down on the shitty section. We're going to be over here and we're going to engineer
They're not
it to
made of
collapse
wood.
in.
This
It's
stuff is
mutual destruction. I mean, yeah, you
Yeah,
basically he'd go.
I'm bringing you down to my level, bitch.
It'd be like in Step Brothers when the bunk beds
We're gonna
fall.
build fucking domes.
You knock
that
down
we're-
his bunk bed,
Yeah,
you're dead, and he's going. Oh,
as we all
shorter
built
Back on
survival
First
domes,
City.
we built survival domes. So when then you
Eric.
guys fall down, we fucking
Pass me some
come out of
fancy
them.
sauce.
now. Somewhat.
Pass me some fancy sauce there, brother.
He's in Second City, apparently.
No, he referenced a movie. I referenced another one. It was a bad joke. Sorry.
Most years.
I know.
Sorry, man. I tried to.
But sometimes
I
you get
didn't
free
keep
drinks.
up.
It is a free drink.
Well, one thing I do want to happen, I seen it happening when I was.
They have fancy sauce in this fucking mirrored hotel.
What are
Okay,
you talking about? I don't know what movie it is. It got me. It went over my head.
brothers. Step brothers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Soylent and Green.
That's on Tuesday.
And I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about a completely different movie,
they had a
Brothers. I
fancy
thought you were
sauce
talking about BET movies, Brothers.
Founder with Michael
No,
Keaton.
he was explaining the bunk
I
bed
thought you were talking
scene
about
in
Mark
Step
Wahlberg's
Brothers.
movie, Brothers.
And I went back to
Four
fancy
Brothers.
sauce. He's not done with it yet.
One thing that I witnessed over here, right by the golf course,
Oh no.
which is surprising, but this is a 9-hole golf course, and they did allow us to do a Golfing for God tournament.
That's true.
So
That was the highlight of their life.
I don't know about that. They fucking are crazy busy these days.
they're busy, but not when they're busy. But across the street, one of the homeowners in the golf area was having a memorial, which seemed like it's something that I've talked about before, being invited to a cop barbecue. But maybe even better than a cop barbecue is like a Hell's Angel memorial.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? To get into deep into the Mongols, and then it could even be a living memorial, but a memorial because I want that big bikered guy with the leather jacket to have a real. I know you're not really one of us, but today you are.
Why would he do that to you?
Because I set up the memorial.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a statue?
No, like maybe
A cross with some flowers on it?
no, we had this guy that was doing a drug run, and on the way back, even though he eluded the police, he was at a hotel room
Had a heart
and
attack and died.
yeah, and it's like that was our guy. That was the leader.
Mitch.
And he shouldn't have.
Mitch was a fucking.
We didn't even want to send him. We wanted to send that rat. That rat got picked up for stealing cigarettes the day before, and he's over there drinking our beer right now. We gotta act like that didn't happen.
Biker gang's going on.
No, but it's like a biker gang thing where there's different levels of
Yeah,
hierarchy.
following.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I am just the guy that's like, I just happened to be at a gas station when they were looking for a spot to have this barbecue.
yeah. You had a house. No one else has a house. They got motorcycles.
And I was like, guys, hey, you guys can come over. I just opened up the barbecue, man. We're gonna have They're like, really? And I was doing it as a joke, but then they all show up and
You're
we get
one of
real
us.
close.
You're one of us. Too.
It's kind of like what is the
So
movie?
where was?
Fast and Furious? At the end of Fast and Furious,
No.
or Gone in 60 Seconds.
At some point, does someone hand
Or
you
any
a patch
racing
for a
movie.
jacket you don't have yet?
No, but somebody
Or
hands me
cars.
like a Modelo or something.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they bring a bucket with 3 beers in it.
Love it.
Hey, why don't you have one?
Hey,
I know you
one of-
didn't know him, but
One
he'd
of
have
these,
loved you.
one of these are yours for the house.
And I want something to go awry with the barbecue, like it gets burnt or something, like all the burgers get burnt, and somebody's like, forget about it, man, it's fine. I'll order Chick-fil-A, man. We'll get them coming. Grubhub it. Don't worry. Don't stress out about it, Conrad.
Here, take my bike for a spin.
And there's a random fight that happens.
Yeah.
There's always a random, somebody gets drunk, gets pushed into the above ground pool or something. Somebody's seen Sis's titty,
Come on, guys. Let's go back to let's go back to our mirrored apartment.
2 days later, the trash man that always dumps your trash partly in the curb and then just chucks your thing, and you go, "Yeah, fuck you, bring it back to the curb." Like
He's
2
one
days
of 'em.
later, the trash man pulls away. All of a sudden, you see 10 bikers stop and go, "Hey, our friend Conrad down there would appreciate it if you didn't do that anymore."
Heard there's a problem.
And then there's never a problem again.
And then they turn back and they take their mirrored sunglasses
There's a tear.
and they wink at you.
That's
Who
the last
cares?
time you ever see him again.
Yep.
Oh no, I think once you befriend a Mongols, dude, they
Not
come,
if you don't become a Mongol. It's a
I think
one-time
they-
thing.
No, I think that they.
There's no half Mongols, bro.
Yeah, there's blood in, blood out, dude.
I went to school with one.
I think
My
that
dad was a Hell's Angel.
Mongols, I think, work differently. I think Mongols will let like a civilian. They'll have a couple honorary civilians they'll take care of if they
Yeah.
party good.
If you're selling them shit or whatever.
Their accountant is one.
There is a rank of some sort where you're a civilian, you're not officially part of the gang, but you basically.
Yeah, if you're doing shit for them, like if you're cleaning shit or like money laundering,
I know what I
or
want to be. I want to be like analyze that.
you could mow for them and shit.
The psychologist on Analyze That deals with the mob guy.
Yeah.
He's not in the mob, but he gets to know all the mob secrets.
So you're gonna be like a fake psychologist for them.
I'm like the guy that cheers him up. I'm like that guy for the Mongols.
I was going to watch that tonight, by the way, but it's not ruin it, guys.
Well, it's not a great movie. It's got Billy Crystal in it.
Oh,
What?
Who?
Yeah.
The cowboy?
No, the baseball fan.
Oh, wow.
Mets, I think. Anyways, it's a decent movie if you like Robert Duvall or De Niro.
I
One
thought
of
it
those
was about the
Roberts.
Oakland Athletics, and they built a good team with a little bit of money. I thought
That's
pretty
Moneyball.
cool. Oh, shit.
I know all about that.
And that is a great movie.
That's a great movie.
I
Brad
just
Pitt's
think
not as hot in that one as
He's
he is
solid
in a lot
again.
of other movies, but he's a great actor in it.
I'm just getting tired of these freaking cisgendered barbecues I go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no
Right.
action. There's no threat.
There's no gender reveal party.
No, it's just a bunch of freaking upper middle class people talking about the last time they had a hot dog.
Yeah.
Last time I was here, I had a pretty good hot dog.
Really good. It was a Nathan's.
Shut up, dude. I have hot dogs every day. These are going to be great.
Hey, have you tried this ICT caramel chocolate IPA?
Yeah, have you had this bush apple? I got fucked up on it last weekend. We were at Craig's house playing poker.
I had played poker
Right after
with
we came
Craig
back from the
after,
lake.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
He
didn't
had-
think I could drink anymore. I said, I'm never drinking again. I had 7 that night.
We were raising sea-doos.
And then we swapped wives.
He got the
I went
monkey
to some of
virus.
those parties.
I just think I'm tired of that. I need to get into the grittiness of what life used to be. When I used to go to Colorado once a year with this poor family,
Yeah.
that were all bike riders.
Talking about your family?
No. My family was so poor that they sent me with another poor family to go to Colorado
For vacation.
unassisted. Yeah, for vacation. Go with these people and just imagine the poorest people you know. That was them, and they would cobble together dirt bikes and with punctured lungs and broken arms and all high on drug, and they would all just climb these mountains on dirt bikes, getting injured, wheezing. A lot of them had air that they'd bring with them to
Yeah.
breathe, breathable air.
Well, they towed
a
behind a
can?
dirt bike.
Watched a guy that had to, ride with the left hand with the throttle because the other arm was broken. He's like, I'm fine.
That's
He broke it
badass.
while he was there?
He broke it the week before. He's like, I'm not gonna miss this.
That's awesome. That's dedication,
Yeah.
bro.
And that was a kind
Why
of
isn't he on this podcast?
He's a
He's-
Mongol.
went to prison.
Now?
He went
Yeah.
to prison.
Is
Or
he
is it-
still there?
Yeah.
So is this the guy you were talking about earlier?
No,
Big
this was
Taylor Swift fan?
Yeah, he was
was-
stalking
Yeah.
Britney
It
Spears.
was John Benet Ramsey's
Yeah.
security guard.
right. He went to prison pretty good for a while, and he's still there. You'd have him in your prison, but
Yeah.
he'd be dead. But that was fun though, because I felt like I learned a lot. It was a culture shock of even being around only whites. These are different whites. You know what I mean? These are a different breed of white person.
There's
They
a lot of
loved wa-
different breeds.
They loved water. Loved it.
No,
Yeah.
they were the poorest that didn't like water. Nah.
No, that's why they went there. They could just grab their cup and dip a cup of water out of the streams anywhere up there. That's why they went there.
Yeah, if you went, and I went to one of their funerals.
Mention,
No, 2 of
mention,
their funerals.
mention Brad Pitt.
Because
dude.
which is it patriarch if it's the man that died? The patriarch of the family
Patriarch. Yeah.
passed away, and then not long after, I guess the succession continued. The second in charge passed away.
The matriarch.
Well,
Mom.
no, I mean because it went to the next oldest son,
Oh,
right?
Gotcha.
so he was now the patriarch, and then he died like 2 or 3 days later. So it's a tough summer.
Yeah, but the weather was nice. Colorado, dude.
It's hard to breathe.
Basically,
for
you're saying
them.
William, then Harry died.
Dude, I
Give
have
me a hit of that
photos.
oxygen, will you?
I have photos of it. It is nuts.
Of them dying?
It's
Okay, cool.
called evidence, and I keep
I've
it.
got
Yeah.
one of my grandpa's funeral too, but I don't bring it up.
No, of me doing selfies next to him, dummy, before they put him in the ground.
And that's with Polaroids.
This
So.
guy fucking rocked.
Love this guy.
No, I have photos of just their general. Back before these stupid smartphones ruined photography, you used to have to be a real photographer to capture a moment. And when we were
take a picture.
Yeah, when we were in Taylor Park, Colorado, and somebody rode the brakes down a mountain, pulling their 50 different dirt bikes in their panel van and burnt up the brakes and blew the tires, and we're parked on the side of this mountain, and somebody's like, hey, I know this is miserable, but let me get a photo of all you guys. And that really captured the spirit of these people.
Yeah, the graininess, the grit.
You see that photo, you're like, man, what's going on here? Clearly they're in they found a broken van. Like,
check.
They're either going to steal those dirt bikes and ride to safety, or they're murdering somebody in that van.
Yeah, and those cameras only had like 35 pictures. So no matter what picture it was, you knew that it was one of the 35 most impactful times of that trip.
Yeah, dude, we didn't waste a lot either.
No.
There's a lot of things you think you'd take a picture of in Colorado.
Yeah.
We didn't.
And well, for us poor folk, you only got one roll of camera. So if you go on a 7-day trip, you'll get like 3 pictures in the first 6 days, maybe, and then 32 the last day because you're like, well, fuck, I got to use it up.
I thought I'd use more, but I guess I didn't.
You got pictures of pennies we threw out the window.
Oh, we hiked up a mountain one day. Anybody bring a camera?
Nope.
We left it down there to take pictures of Mom's gravy. Which that shit was really good though. So
it's one of those old one.
She used almond milk.
The 110s where you have to roll it.
Vanilla almond milk. Yep.
Click.
Is this underwater? Is this water? No, it's not waterproof.
Oh shit. Well, this is root. Get another one.
Remember, you spend $2 extra. Why didn't you spend the $2? Fuck you. You rich? Just don't get it wet.
$2 is a gallon of gas, dummy. This mountain's big.
But I miss that camaraderie, that those people gave me. They made me feel like I was part of their family, Casey, even though, like a Mongol, I'm not. But there's a way for Mongols to make people feel wanted.
I should have never
They
said
just
that.
use those guys to do hits and do shit, to do
illegal activities
because
for
they're
them?
too big of pussies to do it themselves.
Right.
He's been lost in that mirror verse, you know what I mean?
No, I was reading about a new one. It's Telosa. It's a billionaire in America is trying to do in the desert, but make it a fully self-sustaining city.
Yeah,
Do we have a big enough desert in America?
I hope they're not putting in Death Valley.
Which one are you thinking?
Well,
Let's
Death
not say them at
Valley.
the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Provo.
Arizona,
That's right. That's what I was gonna say.
New Mexico.
You could do it in the southern Colorado desert,
Hey,
in between 2 mountains.
if it's that
I like
big, they
Colorado
could just do it on the southern border, and Trump's wall would finally get built. It'd be
I thought he
mirrored.
was done with that.
It'd be mirrored.
They're talking about restarting it.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s,
Biden, it's gonna be Biden's wall now.
nowadays it's something fancy. Back in the 70s, they just called
They're
it
going to mirror it and run it 105 miles, and they're going to build a city along it.
I don't give a shit what they do with it as long as they put little needles up there that are poking them fuckers with vaccines as they crawl.
And mirrors.
Just spraying it.
Yeah. And mirrors. Thank
Right.
you. And
You're
water
welcome.
fountains.
No problem.
For everyone, Casey.
On both sides.
Because when those people get to that wall and they want to get across,
They're gonna be thirsty.
they're thirsty as hell, dude. They've been walking for
yeah.
days.
Have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Get over there, get poked by the vaccine, and climb on over.
It would be cool to put water fountains and say Latinos only, though, on that side.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just in case, like, somebody was like, fuck.
Well, just in case, like a German,
But could
a German
Colombia-
try to get through the border.
Colombians or something
Dang it.
use it.
Oh, darn it.
Fucking
Oh, I thought I'd get a drink, too. Oh, darn it.
Cheerio, no drink for me.
Oh, darn.
Would you
Where
have
you-
a whites only
Where
or
are you
no?
from? I'm from London.
I'm from Manchester.
Hello.
Oh, Birmingham. Oh.
When they had whites only fountains and blacks only fountains, would you get in trouble if you drank out of the blacks only?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Well, by your peers.
Well, you definitely get monkeypox.
Well,
So
judging by the book
The
that I
fuck?
Hey, the World Health Organization just said
that was a
that's the
thing back in the day.
Yeah,
That
that was a
bad.
thing, dude. It
That's
wasn't
bad.
called that. I mean, that's
Now it's from intimate sex.
Yeah.
Or kissing your child.
That's true.
I read that today.
Or sharing cereal.
Yeah.
Fauci said. And by the way, masks are coming back.
Yeah.
Get
They
ready.
should. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
with you, dude.
I got
I'm
a
with you,
beard
too.
mask.
But the
now,
books
so
that I
I'm
read
cool. Me
about
too.
the
I got
times you
some-
were speaking of, Eric,
As soon as they stopped wearing them, I got some sweet ones that came in the mail. I was
Fuck yeah,
like,
dude.
God damn it! I
Fuck.
couldn't.
Same
it
here. I
seemed
know, I
that
got
if
the
a
word.
white person was to drink out of a black fountain back then, it was probably okay. Seems like they did a lot of horrible things to mainly only one side of that story.
Okay, because I didn't know if
Yeah.
you could, like, so it was whites only, and
Mhm.
then blacks,
Sometimes.
and then in small print, or anybody else that really
Yeah,
wants
right.
to drink out of this one too.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Irish and hippies.
Because I think a lot of the guys that, I think if they did cross the line and say, I'll go hang out with the brothers, and they were Forrest Gump about it. They didn't care. I think that maybe they were hoping that brothers would be like, hell yeah, you're on our side.
Yeah.
And I think white people ended up hating that white person for then
I didn't mean to ruin your Black
Yeah,
Panther
for
party.
supporting them or thinking that everything's
That's
equal
how
or
my
whatever.
dad got kicked out of the military.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of illiterate people back then too. That did they have pictures, like a picture of the
Like a-
picture of a white guy
Oh, yeah,
or lady,
probably not a lady, but
white
yeah.
I think they
transgender.
just painted them.
Dad did
White or
basic.
black.
He did basic in Georgia
Mhm.
during that whole scuffle thing.
Yeah, and that's what happened is
that how
if
he
he
got
didn't
rich?
care, which he didn't,
He didn't.
he's like, there's white showers black, and he goes shower wherever, and they'd say, oh, you're comfortable being around that. It's like, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
give a
I
shit.
don't give a shit.
And then you
I'm as
almost
big
have,
as
Well, no,
them.
it was even worse
Yeah.
because he, for your time off, which was little, but in basic time, basic training when you get to go to town.
they give
you
you
know.
like a night to go get drunk, and
So he would notice that during that time, all the brothers would go one way and everybody else would go the other way. Well, he had a good friend of his. He says, "Hey, finally, after a couple times that happens, where
I
you
can't
guys?
line dance again. Let's follow them.
Where are you guys going? Where do you guys go? Why do you
Really
go that
raped
way?"
so many
And
people.
it's like, we can't go to the bars.
Right.
He's like, well, can I come to your bar? Can I come with you guys? So him and a guy, no shit, one of his other friends named Sergeant Pepper, not of
That
the
is
Beatles,
Lonely Hearts.
not of the Beatles fame.
I just didn't wear the right socks for this, Mac. I
They
guess
would-
I will go though.
They would go with the brothers, and they had a great time. They got like drinks
Well, your dad liked those funny smelling cigarettes too.
for sure. He
Yeah.
left-hander the whole way for sure. Devil's lettuce. But they would go over there, and Sergeant
And
Pepper
you
come to find out
associate that with the black bars for some
was
reason?
a drummer. And so he whispered in the drummer's ears, like, during a break, he's like, can I play? He's like, you want to play?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only two white guys in there. It's like if you went to, back in the day, go to a Parliament Funkadelic concert, which
Yeah.
I did, and it was the only white guy in there. And I didn't care.
Right.
It was one
Like
of the
me at
best
Snoop
times.
Dogg.
But it'd be like if you walked
But it was all
out,
But
white
that was
people.
back then,
Yeah, even further.
which was horrible.
then
I mean,
if you walked out of that, you got your ass kicked for being there
See,
by
I went-
white people.
I went to an MJG and 8 Ball concert, and it was me and my buddy who's half
MGM and 8 Ball,
MJG and 8 Ball.
Who's MJG?
oh, you know
Michael
what?
Jordan's grandma.
MGM Leo,
They're-
he's dead.
They're South rappers. They're hardcore. They're
Oh yeah.
Been dead
Like
for a long
part,
time.
part of the No Limit crew?
no, but
No
they're-
Oh,
Limit Soldiers?
Juvenile. This is
No.
Juvenile crew.
no. I'll put you on to
Birdman?
some of them later. They did some futuristic raps.
Okay.
It's pretty badass. They were down south style,
Kind
Are
of
they
like
part
Mere
of the
Department.
Aftershocks?
Mere Department rap.
playing for $1 million pretty quick. I went to 4. Are we gonna get to that? Is that what
Oh,
we're
yeah.
doing? The aftershocks stuff now, or what are we doing now?
Well, no, you went to the MGM and
MJG and 8 Ball concert at the Cotillion, and I was 4 or 5 white people there, and I was one of them. I was there with my Mexican buddy and a brother friend of ours.
yeah.
And so I was straight. I was protected, but there were some others. I was like, you shouldn't be here, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
They're
you ain't
fine. I don't-
safe."
I think if you
No, it was. I'm joking. They
have a
actually,
good time,
it
I
was a
think.
fucking blast, except for they were late as fuck, and the opening act wasn't that good. But he did his set, and then he started covering. some other
None of them
people.
paid taxes or anything
No.
like that.
That
I don't
was
know if
never
that's the
mentioned.
truth.
I'm just saying. You said they were late, so I just had to. Thought you were going to stereotype with it. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying they were late.
Yeah.
Getting there, they had a show in somewhere else, and it was late getting there.
Yeah.
They had car troubles or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Was there a lot of people there?
it was fucking sold out.
Wow.
I mean, for the Cotillion, I don't know what that is, 150, 200 people, but
It's a lot of non-dads.
That's a
you know
lot
what I
in
mean?
the 90s, though.
Well, yeah, especially with all the barbecue coming on during the 90s. You know what I mean? I bet you there was a lot of them out there. parking lot. You know.
I know I was there, dude, serving free chili,
Fuck
and
yeah.
I didn't give a shit.
Nope.
My sign said, "I don't give a shit.
Eat it.
Eat
I was
it,"
handing out pamphlets for my church.
Yeah, that's good.
which you still do, and I thank you for
Yeah,
that.
good
You're
job,
welcome.
The Lord is your shepherd, dude. That's
Show
why
'em
there's
off
one set of footprints on that. Oh, don't play that. We'll get.
That's a little
we
late,
already
Paul.
got cooked off by Facebook
You
now.
talk over it, bud.
Dude, they kicked us off last show. We didn't even play anything. Well, we said a lot of stuff.
Are we kicked off?
Yeah. I mean, no, they always say we copyrighted something. I was like, we haven't even played.
Yeah, we
Any-
copyrighted ourselves.
We talk about Elon Musk every show. We talk. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that guy looks like he's. Have you ever seen the show Iron Giant? It's like an old '80s cartoon. Elon Musk reminds me of Iron Giant. Like there's somebody controlling him from the inside, because he's got a big rib. Have you seen his rib cage?
Bigot.
He's a Jack Daniels man.
Oh,
He's got
wow.
a big old Jack Daniels barrel.
Yeah, he's built like a dorm fridge with legs.
He looks like me when I was the teacher. When I did that photo shoot for the teacher.
Thick.
When you try to hold
Yeah.
everything up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Huh.
fine, ladies.
He looks like that.
Yeah. But very pasty. Very pasty.
I could see that.
And stitchy. Like I got a lot of skin stitched together.
Yeah, he went on a vacation or something, and they had to pick like a beach
Yeah, that was on the yacht.
beach picture. Yeah,
The
and he was white,
craziest thing I heard about him was his dad,
coconut milk white. I
oh
know
his
talking
stepdad,
white.
married
His sister.
his stepsister.
Sounds great.
So his stepdad
so no
married
blood. No blood. Well, maybe the first
Wait.
time, but
No blood.
his stepdad married his own stepsister, or his stepdad married his daughter.
Yeah.
His stepdad, Elon's stepdad, married Elon's stepsister. Or
Right.
Elon's stepdad.
It could have been
married-
Elon's real sister. I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
it's
or did-
Elon's stepdad married I think his real sister.
But when
Wait,
Elon's
whose sister? Elon's sister
Elon.
or his dad's sister?
No,
No.
Elon's.
stepdad, when he was 70, married her and she was 21.
Yeah.
But it was his stepdaughter. But also he's been raising her since she was 4.
Right.
So
When he
Yeah.
said he
Seems
loved you,
healthy.
dude, fucking loved
he
you.
meant
man.
forever.
Yeah.
And they're still together though.
That
And they
had to
have
be an-
2 kids.
That had to be an awkward conversation on the first date.
Yeah.
He
you
probably
know,
already
like-
knew everything.
He was probably 68. She was like 19. They went bowling and
Yep.
they had a drink, went to Applebee's, and then they had that weird conversation of, so what are we? Are
2
we
for 20.
friends, or are we?
Should we
Right.
tell mom? I've already told her.
We'll go to the cemetery and tell her.
what's your stance on like adoption and then falling in love and then
I love
possibly
it.
marrying?
I hope more people do it.
and then possibly marrying them.
I
later,
almost
like once
adopted-
they're of age.
I almost adopted a
Do you?
19-year-old
If,
lady.
and if you were to, would you have to unadopt them?
Well, I don't
No.
think it's. I think as long as a single man is.
Yeah, when you
Or a
adopt
widow.
somebody, you own them.
I don't like a lot of
I
guys.
know in your rules you do. You
Right.
can kill them as soon as you adopt them.
or
I mean,
marry them.
I think if you're married to a woman and you guys decide to adopt it, like a Woody Allen situation, and then you raise this kid and then you
that's where
divorce
I
your
was going
wife
with it.
and marry the person that you adopted,
It's fine.
that's messed up. I
Oh.
think if you want to do that, divorce your wife in the beginning, pick you out a kid, pick a good one,
That's
raise
even
them,
more fucked
and
up.
then marry him. But you're not crushing this. You're married to a woman that helped you raise this kid, and then
Yeah.
you push her aside.
Right. Thanks for helping me raise my
She
wife.
seemed, I bet
Yeah.
she, like Bezos' wife and all them, I bet she came out okay.
It's like the two of you are growing a garden, and right when the vegetables are ready, you say, "Get the fuck out of here." This
Yeah,
is my
So you're
garden."
saying she might wanted to have picked at that garden too?
Well,
Maybe.
she likes
Well,
lettuce.
maybe she just wanted to stay with that green-thumbed gardener, but now you're not letting her because
Yeah,
the
it's
garden's
true.
all you need now.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
like
by
you
the
build
way-
a building together. That doesn't mean you're always going to.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
explain the situation.
I get it.
situation.
I get where you're.
So if
coming
you want to
from.
adopt a wife,
I'm just getting
I
into
like
Woody
the
Allen
idea.
movies now, and I'm just trying
but
to
commit
justify
to it.
Hey,
You know?
Casey, there are such things as oyster farms. There's no clam farms. So
And
you
I think-
you got to get in the wild.
The only
okay?
way I would allow it though is
Huh.
if you adopt, say you adopt an 8-year-old.
Sure.
Whoa! I'm gonna adopt like an 18-year-old, bro.
No, you adopt
No,
an
that's mine.
8-year-old that needs help, and you adopt them because they don't have a freaking family, dude.
Right.
And you raise them up, and you marry that person when they're 20.
Why would you invest all that time and
But guess
money?
what?
Why not just wait till the? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Now with that person, because they're a product of this, then you two can adopt, and you can do it to that person.
You can start.
You can divorce them
You can start anew.
Get on
because
a-
they're an adoption
It's a
wife.
self-feeding
See,
cycle.
Yeah.
I like that plan more than I like stalking people because there's no jail time.
I
You
like
should hear my
I like
plan
your
on
stalking plan better
COVID.
because I think after the first or second, I think I.
If you could adopt an 8-year-old at 18,
Whoa!
Mhm.
wait until hold on.
It's adoption. It's
Wait.
legal.
Wait until she or he,
Yeah.
whatever floats your boat. There's no judgment here.
Never has been.
Take
You guys-
it easy.
If you guys put this argument forward more, I think there would be more people for abortion.
By the time she was 18,
Yeah.
you'd be 28. That's still you're
Still
in your
young,
20s.
dude. Still young. Still
marry
making
your
mistakes.
marry your daughter.
Yeah.
Then you two raise another 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Math alert.
10 more years, you're 38.
Well, do you get a boy for the
36.
girl at some point though? Do you
36,
get a
yeah,
boy
38.
38.
so she has somebody? Do you get like a boy and mix in there?
For
No.
who? My wife or
These
for
people
Well,
are-
yeah. So when
These
you
people
leave,
aren't
when
property.
you
Fucking gross.
no,
man.
so when you leave, when yours
yeah.
whatever gets like maybe 2 years ahead,
Right.
then the boy gets of age, and then
You're
Yeah.
making things
He
too
leaves
complicated.
with-
This is a very simple thing.
If women
you
could figure this
adopt
out,
an
they'd all
8-year-old.
have husbands. But apparently
I'm
they
trying
don't
to
sit
start
around
a
and think
business
about
that
it.
eventually I can step aside from. Okay,
I got you.
in your
Mailbox money.
fucking plan, you have to stay in this business to your
Whoa.
plan to the end. Okay, I'm trying to eventually
trying to
move on. I'm
solve-
trying to fucking grow this business. You do it how you want.
There's a lot of lonely kids out there.
Listen,
Read a book. They're all out there. Go to
fucking
Walmart.
Mike Brady tried to do this with 3 little young
Mhm.
ladies and raise them all at the same time.
And raise them
That's
right.
smart and raise them right.
Well, you say that all you want, but we all know he was banging the maid the whole time.
Oh,
You
sure.
can't be
Oh,
have wandering eyes like that.
Sam the Butcher.
Oh man, I
Giving
would bang,
Alice
I
a
would bang
Alice.
Alice.
You think that Mike was giving Alice the old business?
There is no way that Alice
No,
and
and he's
Mike
got-
didn't get it. He didn't get a hand jibber or something from her at some point in time.
I'm sure he fucking booty clapped on her nose, but I don't think that it was anything.
that-
I think if anything, he just made her watch him masturbate and,
And
then
that
clean it
future
up.
is in that
And then he
futuristic
watched her
household.
clean it up.
No, in that kitchen, in that fucking spotless kitchen. You know how many glory holes that are hidden through that house? A lot.
Hi from Gump, guys.
I'm
What's
sure,
up,
I'm sure that.
Stuck in traffic. What's up, guy?
You're right, dude. I bet he did get a little philanderous, but that was
Oh.
normal back then.
Yeah,
Have a
it was-
couple
it
drinks.
was- yeah.
You know, hey, where's my wife? Oh, she.
Hey, by the way, guys,
Alice is she home yet?
how's
She's
your
not,
pain?
Mr. Brady.
How's your painkillers?
Yeah.
These are called painkillers. Next week it'll be something else.
Oh, they're great. Thank you for that.
What painkiller?
So would it be? I know adultery's wrong, but if you married a chick that was adopted,
Mhm.
she at
I'm
30
listening.
years old said, "I want to find out who my biological mother is."
Oh,
So you help her. Hey, we found your biological mother.
Here's
What
shit in this box.
if you then start banging her biological mother?
Yeah.
Dump your wife for her biological mother. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
basically like you're sleeping with your mother-in-law?
uh-huh.
But she was adopted.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're
Oh,
sleeping
what you
with the
mean.
wife you're supposed to have.
It's kind of like you're sleeping with the enemy. Great, great movie.
I think that's kind of like sleeping with your soulmate.
What if you got them both pregnant? And then your kids
now you
would
just
be
started a commune.
uncles and brothers.
And why don't they call black pirates soulmates? I knew I forgot one question in our interview this week, and now I have to redo it.
Well, I'll ask Isaac. He'll give us an honest answer.
Sorry, I didn't want to chew that ice in the microphone.
Oh, you're good.
That could be. Well, I keep getting chunks of
What is that
different
chunky
things.
stuff?
I
In
know,
here.
just-
there's
it's
the
called-
white shit in there is what's throwing me off.
Yeah, I keep biting
sorry,
what I
it's
think is
coconut.
ice, and then it's a. Oh, that must be what I'm biting. Is a
It's
chunk of coconut.
Yeah. It's good for your. It's good for your legs.
It's like a
and skin.
coconut puree.
Yeah, and all this is.
It's cream of tartar coconut.
These are the same people that make black beans.
Yeah, the Goya.
They also voted for
Stick your finger
Trump,
in there.
I
Taste
think,
it.
too.
It's sticky.
It is. It's just sugar. It's sugar coconut.
Yeah, that's a nice little treat. You get that
You know,
in a little
spoon it out.
package.
And what is the spice? Nutmeg?
Yeah, oh yeah. You don't like the nutmeg?
I don't
Throw
know.
it in your own?
It's delicious.
It goes well. I will say that the chunky coconut.
I didn't have anything to steer.
No, I'm not saying it's bad.
No,
I'm just saying you have
sorry.
to get used to it.
I didn't know if it was supposed to be.
Yeah, well, there's another one that with Kahlua.
I didn't know if you three'd in it.
No, I didn't.
Does
There's
your
another
tree
one
look
called
like
the
that, Casey?
Bushwhacker. That's
Your
basically the
face
same
may not
thing,
be your only
but
problem.
it's got
Well, I'm
it's
not
got
saying
the
it is.
pineapple juice
Yeah.
with a little bit of milk and ice, and then you blend it all in, and that would be better because you got a blender.
Yeah.
They say that you can serve this frozen.
I
too,
have
'cause
a
it's the Lord.
fucking.
I know.
I have an air fryer, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we could
true. We can
air fry it.
Yeah, that's true.
next time.
But
Well,
the
Give me another cup. Let
Okay.
me try something.
Oh, are you going to shake it up? Do a little cocktail
I
action?
won't shake it.
Good idea. This is it. Eric was a bartender forever. Oh yeah, maybe put them together. Do the old there, stick them in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard about Elon Musk's
Give some more ice too. You gotta get it really cold.
stepdad today, and I also heard about Ricky Martin.
Get some more ice.
Did you know Ricky Martin was in trouble?
What's going on with the
Yeah.
Rickster?
He was dating or married to like his cousin, or no, his nephew. It's a 21-year-old nephew boy. They were on Travato, so it's fine. But
Oh yeah, for prep.
I guess that guy like started pressing all these charges that, he groomed him into becoming his,
Was it his son?
it was his
Adopted?
nephew.
Oh, adopted nephew.
That would be another way to do it.
So he met his nephew probably days
pretty
after.
young.
Yeah, probably days after the lady did that too.
Yeah.
And then kind of grew up with him. And then at some point, pretty good-looking kid, and you say, "Hey, I'm
Hey.
Ricky Martin.
I got all the money.
Here's my music video.
Do you like it?
Do you remember me? I'm your uncle." And he comes over, he takes his shirt off. You guys are by the pool. You're having painkillers. One Ricky Martin song leads to another Ricky Martin song. All of a sudden, you're treating this boy like he's that hot tennis player, Anna Kournikova. And you got him mounted up on next to like a hand dryer in a bathroom, and you're just giving him all the.
Just going to it. You know what I mean? Just give him all the fruit.
Give me the beans, Ricky.
Right. You're just giving him all your Latin,
Love.
your Latin hot dog. You're just putting it in there, giving him the churro. And then you like each other for quite a while. And all of a sudden he gets conscious.
You get bored.
And he's like, "Hey, where's my future? My name's not Ricky Martin. It's so-and-so, Pablo Escobar, whatever his name is." And then what happens? You try to get litigation. You find the next lawyer and you say, "Hey, this guy's my uncle. He's been philandering me for 6 months. His name's Ricky Martin." And he says, that's a big case. We could probably get a lot of money out of this guy, even if he settles. So they started the shit, threw his name in the mud.
Ricky with an R?
Or do you think that maybe the kid at like 12 or 13 started grooming Ricky for this? Holy shit! Now think about it.
Kids are smarter, younger.
If I had things to do over again, I would have probably put myself in more opportunities to be molested by people with money.
Yeah, rather
Right?
than just be molested
I'm just
by
being
poor
honest.
people. Yeah. No, that's true. If I was to hang out at any uncle's house with chance
be
of
my
molestation,
richest.
it'd be the richest one for
For
sure.
sure, I always did. I hung out, but I never did. I hung out with the
It'd
one
be
that
John.
I hung out with the one
Oh,
that
yeah.
took me to wrestling matches and stuff, and he's not the rich one.
Hey, let's go watch WWE tonight. Great.
Get my Buick.
Great, I'm getting
It's
fingered.
not a C in here.
Great, I'm getting fingered by my uncle Kevin again just to go see Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
and get popcorn and drinks. But I was a poor kid, and that was worth it.
Yeah, worth it. Totally worth it.
It's funny that you pretend that rich people would actually want to molest you. They molest better looking.
Yeah, they have a discerning palate.
Yeah,
I'm a good-looking dude, and I was a good-looking kid.
not to a rich guy.
Yes,
no.
I was.
Not to rich
I was
guy.
clean. I'm clean. And
You're talking to a rich guy
guys,
now.
We
so
talked
maybe
about
how-
how clean my butthole is. Okay, I am a freaking rapist dream.
I don't know why you assume.
People don't want muddy butts, but
I think that's a
I
wrong
think you're
assumption.
wrong. Every butt I went into,
It's
I
part of
want
the
it
draw,
to be
dude.
unmuddy.
Every butthole smells different.
I prefer my wife take a shower before I go butt.
They all matter,
nabbing, or
dude.
If
They
I
all
were
matter.
to ever, or my boyfriend, or whoever. When I was
Yeah,
into,
but you're a weirdo that likes it clean. Most of these
That's-
savages out here, they just want to. They want
prison sex,
just-
maybe, but
They
no.
wanted that. They want that stank to build
They
up. They
don't
had
want
to
the
crack a
mud.
window to let
No.
it out.
You're talking
Yeah.
about fucking Odell Beckham's, and no,
They want a butthole to feel like it's got teeth in there from old shit.
I think that's what your dream of what your gay guy wants.
Roughage.
When,
And
I'm
that's
a
what
gol-
Ricky
when I
wanted.
golf, I try to stay on the fairway. When you golf, you play rough to rough. I get it.
I try to make it a game, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't do like the boys do on TV. Oh, there's right down the middle, 300 yards.
Oh, love it.
Mm.
I like
Good
how you,
hit.
I like how you think gay rape. Their biggest priority is cleanliness.
Yeah.
I don't know how you. I was
think
talking
number
about
one,
rape.
it's
I was
don't
talking.
get caught.
But I still think if you're gonna have one that you have a substantial relationship with, you want a cleanly one.
I don't know, because if you're gonna rape a kid, you're gonna want a kid that doesn't.
But if I keep coming back clean, you're gonna want me.
That doesn't have enough self-pride to clean themselves. I mean, if somebody prides himself in their cleanliness, they're gonna say, "Well, that kid's not gonna allow me to rape him."
We're fucking all going to fucking.
Why? He's got a point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then good. Maybe that's what kept me safe my whole life.
Got a point. You got to get the right.
If that were the case, Conrad. That's why Conrad got sent to Colorado with that weird family.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still all about
why I'm adopted.
It's still about cleanliness. You're not wrong. It's just you got to pick a kid that has been taught to do that and does it. You know, which takes maybe a little time to follow them around.
Eric,
or her. What I mean, whatever floats your boat. I'm not.
I don't know if you have any more theories on this.
I'm not trying to pigeonhole you.
Stop. It's already going too bad.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
So, anyways, like I was saying, it would be funny if the wall had Latinos only water fountains,
right,
on that side,
and free vaccines, on the top. Yeah, you got something there for sure.
And you're right that if rather than send our money to Dubai or wherever they're building this, Saudi, where they're building this apartment building, just use that wall as one side of the building.
Sure.
You've already got that up.
That's it.
So then just make the three other sides or whatever.
You're good.
Put a floating floor in it or something.
And since it is an apartment complex, 100 and some, miles long.
Yeah.
When you walk in, you're going to see, a desk sitting there, and you can join the country, basically for free. Stay there. You might have like a little section of apartments to have you stay there and then learn the Pledge of Allegiance or a little bit of English or whatever.
President of Allegiance?
Oh, you mean on this one, on the wall one?
Whichever. But whatever country you're in. So if we went over there to live in the one.
Would it be America or Mexico? America.
It doesn't matter what I'm saying. Whatever country it's in.
Yeah.
So if let's say Americans want to go over they want to renounce
Saudi.
America and they want to go over to Mexico. We had a border wall.
Yeah.
We would go to the Mexican consulate and say in the wall because
you got to spend a week in the wall. Get
acclimated
to the new.
Say, I don't want to be an American anymore. I want to pledge my allegiance to Mexico, and then you learn a little Spanish.
Yeah.
They
teach you there.
Exactly, teach you there.
Give you some Mexican money.
Then when you go through the other door, that 200 yards, you walk 200.
That's Mexico.
It's Mexico, and then
but you're in the tube though.
You're in the middle, dude.
It's like an airlock. When you get out, you're back in. Now you're.
Are you getting out?
Yeah, you can if you want, bro.
Well, no, I thought this was a commitment to stay in the tube.
Well, if you choose to go to Mexico,
you get to live on that side of the tube. That side of the tube is Mexican. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I think when you're there, you're on sovereign ground.
Oh,
I was thinking that once you're in the tube, you renounce, each side's renouncing. Now you're just tubes. You're tube.
Well, now you can't visit. Can you visit or what?
There's some of those too, but let's say I went to the tube.
I'm not
to the
a
border.
tuber, bro.
Let's say
I like to visit the tube.
No visitors.
You go in
wrong,
but you're either going to be part of the tube.
Yep.
Or you're going through the tube to the other side.
And those are just crossers.
Yeah, they could have crossers. I like that. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you know how hard it is.
Don't go in that section. That's where all the crossers hang out.
That's what I don't like. I mean, I've said this a million times. People coming across the border, both ways. Because I couldn't become a citizen real quick in Mexico. I tried. I tried to apply for dual citizenship because then don't need a passport. Dog.
But your name's Mexico,
right?
I know, but I couldn't do it. It was like a 15-year long process, and it was really expensive. And much like America, is. It's a bullshit process. If you could just go to some sort of tube, mirrored tube wall, and live there for a month, or make up whatever,
right?
5 months, a couple weeks, whatever.
Work on the tube, and
But then you're living there while you're learning, and then you become a citizen. Whether that's dual or you renounce this side, you go to that side. It doesn't matter. Or if you just want to live in the tube,
then that's its own citizenship.
That's its own citizenship. Yeah.
Different rules apply.
But I'm just saying that if
a lot of different rules.
If every country had a tube on its border, it'd make it a lot easier, I would think, because you go there. But when you go out,
war for sure,
dude. Here's your in this way. So people coming here,
right?
Here's your social security card. It's got a number on it. Go to work. See you later. You're an American now.
Well, you're right.
you're dual
You basically
citizenship.
have it now, but it's just called a detainment center where they just lock you up
In a cage.
and then they wait for
exactly
something to come
now
out.
I'm talking about you live in a mirrored tube, dude.
Well, I think a lot of people.
So they can't see in when you're
I
locked.
think a lot of people
right?
would be coming going north. A lot of people going south. But once they got in the tube, they're like, why would we
Go
continue?
anywhere.
Let's just stay
here.
tube
That's
for a
right.
while.
This eco is badass.
Yeah.
It's 225
Dude, imagine to have
feet
Dyson
wide.
vacuums in there. You
Oh,
could get it
man.
sponsored by Dyson.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great vacuum.
Maybe you
Why
can get
would-
a part with a
why would
shaggy
you-
carpet.
I'm just saying, like, if you went into a tube and they're like, well, you can go to America where you might be able to afford a Dyson,
Maybe.
or you can stay in this tube and have a Dyson. Like,
A robot Dyson. You know?
dude, I've worked my whole life. I can't afford a fucking Dyson still.
Why
True.
doesn't Bezos just made the Amazon tube?
Oh,
Yeah.
Where
To space.
you're an Amazonian
Yes.
and you work for Amazon. So yeah, you live in the tube. You
You
just
work
gotta
in the
fucking
tube?
package packages for Amazon. You
That's
don't get paid, but we'll feed you.
We'll feed
Well,
you,
you get paid.
all the
you just
shit.
can't leave, and your money.
Oh,
can
you
no,
get
you don't
paid
get-
in
but
Amazon
your money can
coins
only
or
spend
something.
here.
You shop
Amazon
on
owns
Amazon.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon
You
bucks.
go to the Amazon food
You
store.
eat in the
Amazon.
cafeteria.
Right.
Yeah.
you got to be a fan of the Amazons from the football.
I'm
from the
in
Raisins
now.
football
I like
league.
that better than the fucking space
If you
shit.
die, you get buried in an Amazon box.
I don't, because the
Oh,
same
yeah.
rules
like
apply to the space shit. You're just going to be in a bubble there. I'd rather at least be here where if it does break open.
Oh, you
you
won't
don't
want to
die.
see the humanity that's out there, though. That's what's gonna be
Right?
so
Yeah.
crazy.
Everybody that was outside the tube will be like, you know,
Fish,
we're like crawling all over the tube to try to get
Well,
in.
yeah, once
Yeah.
they start dying because they release the.
And I understand what you're saying. Just build more tubes, and you're right. We
Yeah.
should underground
Well, we will. There'll be an upper tube and a lower tube.
for sure.
Can I just say,
One
I think
right above
you guys keep talking about mirrored tubes.
Yeah.
I think you're overvaluing what people think mirrors are. I don't think you can make it out of anything. It doesn't have to be mirrored.
Oh, it has to be.
No, but
mirrored.
you don't want to be able to see out. You want the eco-friendliness of. And don't want to ruin the.
No, we see
value.
out. They just can't
Are you
see
going to
it.
try to tell me that
That's the part of
mirrors
a
are
mirror.
eco-friendly?
It's a one-way mirror.
Birds
not a
would be
two-way.
flying into it,
No,
man.
Ah,
it'd be
who cares?
God
protected by-
forbid a gorilla comes up there, is going to see its reflection
Whoa.
and just crush that mirror.
No, just but it's
Or a
it's
bowl?
waterproof.
Yeah.
It's bulletproof
Or
mirrors.
Rhino.
And who's going to clean the mirror?
There's no
They're
gorillas in
they're-
Africa, dude.
You just put Rain-X on it to start with, and it's good.
Well, who's going to put a Rain-X
It depends
You
on what.
drive over and spray it with some Rain-X every
I'm
once
just
in a while.
saying there's plenty of mud
But
around.
we're
Just make a
looking for
mud
fucking
tube.
jobs for two people anyway. You're
Make a mud tube, call them the mud
You
daubers.
clean
But how
this
can we make
mile
our
of-
tube look pretty without a mud? We
That's
gotta
right.
have
We
mirrors.
gotta have
you know?
mirrors.
You could like put little
Jewels
broken
in
up
there?
plates
Oh
and shit
yeah,
in there.
that's true. Like a
Or
mosaic.
Yeah.
dumb.
I like that.
Dumb.
But you can be in your mirror tube. I'm kind of with Eric. It'd be more energy efficient to be within the ground in the
And
mud.
you could plant stuff on the tube.
You guys don't know about mirrors, obviously.
You could plant a carrot up there and you just pull it from inside the tube.
That's
I
why
like
greenhouses
that.
are made out of mud, correct?
Hey, fuck off! My carrot's almost done.
Yeah.
That's why greenhouses are made out of mud, correct?
Root cellars
Yeah.
are made out of mud.
Yeah.
We'll be.
Adobes made out of mud.
But we're
yamming it up.
I don't
in
think
there,
you
dude.
understand what they're trying to
They
do.
make greenhouses out of.
They're
out of
letting the
town.
light come through.
A,
This is how
to
they're
A,
providing
it up.
They don't make greenhouses out of mirrors. B, it's greenhouses because they're growing shit in there.
Plus, mine
All
is
they're
not
growing
gonna
in
be
your
mirrored.
tube
It's
is
gonna be
sadness.
mine's going to be solar panel line.
Well, I could understand that more.
You love solar panels.
I love solar panels.
So listen, if you're gonna go adopt kids, do it
Don't
right,
fucking marry them.
or marry them, whichever.
Don't.
Do whatever
Why do
you
you
want.
want him to
I'd
marry
say
kids
no.
again?
You shouldn't, because you can't marry your
I'm
adopted.
not saying married a child. That's
Bye.
stupid.
Pinky really wants to talk to us.
Oh,
no.
now they're calling. Oh
One
man.
more chance. Really had something important to say.
That's all right.
For God's sake.
Well, write it. You
yeah,
know.
just tippity type it out. We'll say it.
That
You want to
show
promote
we
your
hosted
show?
without you guys, this person kept like 3 different people called, but I don't
Yeah.
remember. I think that was, I can't remember if we were doing the game plan then or if that was we were picking sides. But all of a sudden, like it was like the weirdest thing I've ever never seen people calling like that.
Oh, I think they're just now learning to read. That
Yeah.
you could do it, so that's fine. I don't know, but to go back to adopting.
No, we're going away from it.
Oh, okay,
We that's why we tailored and spin
Right.
away from it.
you're right.
I was trying to go back to the tailor. We can go back to. I'd rather go back to the stalking than the adopting,
The Taylor Swift stocking.
or just any stalking in general.
Well, what about this? We never talked to Eric about this, Shannon. And actually, I don't know how many people actually heard this, But I was reminded again that Kyle Rittenhouse, noted American hero for some people.
Well, some say maybe not.
A lot of people don't
Wrong
say that.
place, wrong time. Just
He developed a video game, the Kyle Rittenhouse video game, that you shoot turkeys that are like labeled CNN or labeled MSNBC, and you just shoot them, and the advertising money he's going to use for his defamation case against those companies. For when
that's
they
what I
ran the
like.
story.
They did that big ruling where he was supposed to get all that money, and then he didn't get none of that money.
You're thinking of a different kid.
I think that kid that smiled at the Indian.
Yeah, you're thinking of that.
No, Rittenhouse,
money.
they already had one too. They said he got like 132 million, but
Well, it's not a lump sum. He'll get it. He's on his way. Now, do I think it should happen? That's beside the point. I do think that I like his video game idea, except for why don't they put all of the characters, much like Kyle Rittenhouse, a very polaristic character in our country's little history, little bubble of the past 5 years. You're either like, this guy's a monster and the people that support him think they're monsters too, or you're like, this guy's a hero. Same thing with the kid that smiled at the Indian. Let's put all of these kinds of characters that we've witnessed over the past 10 years into a video game and have it be a Mortal Kombat of all these social figures.
Oh,
that the media.
I want that one.
Like a street
cowboy
Street Fighter.
sheriff.
Yes, you get the black sheriff from Arizona.
God.
You get.
I'll fuck him up.
Kyle Rittenhouse. You get the guy that smiled at the Indian. Maybe you get the cop from Minneapolis, and get George Floyd.
Oh, dude, he had a fucking mean chokehold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a great little show called Cash Cab.
The Boney Knee guy, the Boney Knee cop.
Yeah, the Boney Knee. That's what I'm saying.
And have special moves like one guy get, that guy's special knee power or something.
Right, a finishing move.
Just in general chokeholds.
That one guy throws Skittles and iced tea. You know what I mean?
George Zimmerman should be on there. Casey Anthony.
And it should be like a configuration like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, where you can't pick whoever you want. You're the guy, and you're going up levels. And like so, instead of Soda Popinski,
man, I can't get past.
And then once you get past,
I can't get past George Zimmerman. Man, he keeps coming up behind me and fucking shooting me.
There have to be like cheat codes. Do you get to pick who you play though?
You're
character. You're the green character.
Yeah, exactly.
You're America fighting these people.
Oh, I see.
Or whatever, not America.
You could pick a team, and that would give you the championship.
So what I think it is like,
okay.
But
so
like,
you
I want to
Rittenhouse.
I want to be Rittenhouse and fight as him. So then I've been fighting like I fucking Anderson Cooper and fucking
See, I don't know if you want to see it. You almost want the characters that they all have turned famous based off of
No, I like his idea where you're fighting those guys, but
sensationalizing.
I don't think
their
if you're
story.
a fan of Rittenhouse, you want to fight him. You want him to be the hero.
Well, I think if you pick that side, then you'd have to go up against like George Floyd might be one of the guys you're against.
Don Lemon.
Well, no, if you were on Rittenhouse's side, you're also on George Floyd's side.
No, I don't think so. From what I've seen, I think they're pretty much different.
I don't know where you're going with this one, Casey.
Well, what I'm saying is,
I think both his Libertarian Party loves both of those guys.
George
the Libertarians might, but I don't think that those two are libertarians.
Oh, sorry,
like
I think George
anybody,
Zimmerman. Yeah. So, there you
go. Yeah, George Floyd started the BLM movement.
He's gone.
That Kyle Rittenhouse shot people.
Sorry, I was thinking George Zimmerman and him. Sorry.
The way I look at the game is you enter, you pick your character, and if you have
No, you're not back to the adoption thing.
No, this is we're moved on to the game. So
sorry,
I would take Don Lemon and I would fight the cop with the bony knees.
Oh,
killed that.
Will Don Lemon be in it, or do we put?
Don Lennon's the guy you fight against.
Do we put news reporters or politicians in it, or
both?
I
think both.
His game is shooting CNN ducks. Or
I got you. I just don't know. You don't go as far as like putting Trump and putting Biden in it, do you? Or do you go that far?
So I think you go with the heroes of that.
It'd be really hard not to throw Trump in there with his hair.
Heroes that
be a hair whip.
Like you'd have a pussy hat, a random pussy hat you'd fight if you're on the right wing. Then you'd have a snowflake.
I mean, they could be in the storyline.
Yeah.
Like Trump could be the trainer for somebody, or somebody's special move is they could do a presidential pardon and Trump comes in.
Oh, like he opens up a big book and like signs their face onto the book or something to finish them or something. Yeah. Picks them up, rubs their head off onto the.
Fucking Biden comes in and
Biden comes in and like falls down on him off of a bike.
No. Well, that or falls down the stairs, rolls
like
over and crunches
And
him.
he gets right the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fucking throws ice cream cones or something. The
Yeah.
sharp. Yeah, I mean he could have some serious.
He's the greatest white president over 78 in our fucking history.
They call in Pelosi for a special move, and she just wanders into the screen and just kind of wanders off.
Oh, drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Just like money just going.
No, but everything disappears from
Taken
you.
up.
Everything disappears from you, and she gets like stronger as you go by, and you get
she
weaker.
gets stronger and more
Powerful.
rich. So
Yeah.
she's like the one that if you see her, it's like shoot, you're gonna get all the money, and you never can.
She comes running at you, goes around, she goes into your gym
And
bag,
then
and
Trump
steals money
comes
out
in
of
and
your
like
wallet, runs
convinces
away.
you.
No.
Trump comes in and
You're
convinces you that he's going to help you, and then takes everything from
takes
you
everything.
as well.
Yeah.
If you got
There's like
And
a
then him
building.
and Pelosi go to dinner together, and then make fun of.
Pelosi comes in on a stock market ticker, you know what I mean? Just flies in like
Oh,
you know what I mean? Just
Or
like
her husband.
inside
Her
trading.
husband fucking drunk drive runs somebody over.
Fuck yes.
Just like you call
His
into
is the
Pelosi,
car.
and she's like, "Sorry, I'm at a party," and all of a sudden it's like, "Arr!" He just comes flying through. I send in somebody, and then takes him
But
out.
you get like the Harvey
What
Weinstein.
happened?
You gotta have Weinstein, Cosby, all these things that have been used as a distraction.
So far, you're naming everything on the other side besides George Floyd.
You could also have special tools.
I mean, whatever.
You know, on some of the, I mean, you got special training, you get special moves. Okay, so like, Trump might be whipping the hair or something, whatever, whoever it is, doesn't matter. But then you got
George
super
Floyd or
special.
George Zimmerman shoot you from
You
behind.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you push a button, you're like, oh, sorry, you're dead instantly. You got Clinton. You know what I mean? Or these things like that. You know what I mean? Or all of a
That's
sudden,
fake.
or
What do you get a
corn-
blowjob from Nancy Pelosi or from
or like
Monica
peanuts
Lewinsky?
fall down.
Sweet.
Sorry. You know,
Or
you-
it goes to a judge's decision, and it's
Oh,
rigged.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who that would be?
They overturn a
The
decision.
abortion?
Either way,
The abortion thing?
it could be Trump coming into rig. It could be Biden and Pelosi coming into rig. It,
Right.
Yeah.
it happens every
It gets
year.
rigged.
Yeah.
I'm not saying either team does it.
Rigging the election?
Now, if you find that if you win the fight, there's still a chance.
If it's a judge's decision,
Yeah. It wasn't a knockout or a kill.
Nope.
Yeah.
And so you might be like,
But
this
you
guy's
could kill him, and then the judge comes in and says, "Up, you
sorry,
lost, sorry."
he's still alive and it's fine. And you're like, he's clearly
or
dead.
they're tallying up the scores,
Yeah.
and obviously your team's winning, and then when everybody goes to bed, amazingly it flips.
Yeah.
Completely.
Exactly.
And we end up with Trump instead of Clinton as president. That was crazy.
There's other people coming in with like coolers with boats. You know what I mean?
Right. There'd always be these Russians that just randomly come in
Just
there,
random, just fly over.
whisper finishing moves. Use this, use this.
AB.
I love it. And you could do a spin-off where you could do like a Sim City, and you could live your life like the average African American George Floyd, whatever.
Mhm.
And you're just doing your thing, and the cops come to harass you, kick your ass, steal your shit. You got to be fighting guns, all that shit. Or you could be the white guy, and the game is just you going to work every day, and people saying "fuck you, racist." You're like, I hate my life.
Yeah.
And then you get up, go to
You
work
could
the
take
next day.
antidepressant pills and
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
have your family hate you for not being woke enough and
Yeah,
stuff.
you work a job you hate, and then like you look at your Sim City bank account, and the government takes half of it.
Yeah.
And everybody calls you rich.
Yeah.
Then you find your wife is banging one of the other
What
guys
game
from
are
the
you
other
playing?
Sim City.
Just really enjoy it.
It's a game called life. Not the board game.
No.
Hey, gas is down, guys.
That's rigged.
Just
Yep, gosh is down.
I paid $4.59 for diesel. That's under $5. I was really surprised today.
that's under 460.
It's under 460, yeah.
Honestly, if you
Yeah.
look at it that way.
It's like bragging,
That's true.
bragging about
Four,
like that. having less
4.59
cancer.
is 1 cent under. Yeah. and
Does he
I,
have less cancer?
Yeah, but
I
he's still gonna
saved
die
20
from
cents.
Well, congratulations, though.
which, by the way, will not buy you anything.
Yeah. But it's going down, and
Won't even buy
thank
a
you.
stick of gum.
But if you do multiple gallons, it saves more
Nope,
than
I
that.
filled it up.
Yeah.
21 gallons.
And how many cents did it save?
20
Well,
cents a gallon
If
from
it
what
was,
it was.
if
So
it was 4.60, it saved me a
$4.
penny. It saved me a penny a gallon, so that's
But I mean,
20 cents.
it was 460 before.
No, you
Yes,
said at least it wasn't 4.60.
No, I said
it was
it's actually
4.59.
lower than four. You said it's under $5. I said actually it's lower than 460.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You just said 450. I was just being a facetious
I
asshole.
got you.
Sorry.
I thought you
That's
said.
what
I thought you
A
said.
lot
it
of people
was
that don't like us,
4.60.
what they do like about us is our banter back and forth.
they say $8 from $5. If you were paying $5, you saved your $8.
Yes. Well, I'd like to save $8. $8 is if I added $2 more to that,
But
I could buy
since
a
gas
pack of
has
cigarettes.
been up, your gambling's been better, so that could be relevant to that
I hope
too.
so. I know. I hope so. It's sad that I need to go gambling and get lucky. So I was telling
Just to be
Eric.
able to drive back and forth here every time.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're
for
still
sure.
down in the hole just.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, if you take 5 years,
And the fact that it takes
talked about this.
$9,000 to fly to Mexico to get work done that would actually cost about this. I mean, but then you got to pay for that too.
You got to pay for that. Yeah.
That's why he's drinking tonight, because he's mad because he's
Slot machine gas stations. That's what it should be.
It's cheaper gas.
Put your card in. You play the slot machines. If you win, your gas is free.
Fuck yeah. Well,
if you lose, you pay double.
Well, I know who would win every time.
Hello. Not every time. Now, come on. Not
Whose
every
focus
time.
would be
Maybe-
charging me
Maybe
$500
fill up
every
the bed of his truck with gas.
gas.
Nah, it's free.
It's free.
I don't know what happened. Pretty.
I spend a lot of money at the gas station on this Ford Focus every week. Damn it. Well, either way, I think both are great video games, regardless of gas prices. And we can use gas prices in the video game if we want. It could be a cheat, of course. You know, when you're fighting a certain person, maybe hit him where it hurts the most in the pocketbook. You know,
Get them.
make him fill up right now. Oh, did you hit the fill up challenge? Uh-oh. Just lost all your winnings.
By the way,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. I've been watching Taylor Swift videos here, and the first one, you're right, was about Tim McGraw. And then this third one, this is her third video. It's called 15. So maybe she started younger than we thought she started.
No, I think she made that song about when she was 15.
Oh,
I
No,
could be
when-
wrong.
She was
And by the
definitely
way,
older.
speaking of Jamie Lee Curtis, there she is.
yeah, there she is right there.
Top notch.
Looked great.
She still does, dude. She eats that yogurt.
And I don't care if she
The
had
plane.
a penis back in the day or not.
She had a penis?
A lot of
There's
people say,
There was a myth, possible truth, that she was a hermaphrodite.
yeah. A lot of times you could
A
see.
true one?
Yeah.
I never saw it personally, Casey.
I'd
I
be
never
in.
felt it.
Would
Either
you-
way, I'm not.
I was gonna say,
I'd still finish.
I'd Michael Myers her ass.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I'd put it in this bracket.
I'd say that's I'd murder her ass.
A lot of guys, that's their fantasy anyways. Find a beautiful
But I
girl
want her
and
to
find out there's
I
a
wanted
wiener
to
there.
clean.
Yeah.
What? There's a wiener?
It's fantasy.
happens
For
a lot of
men.
Thailand.
Yep.
That's what I
Lady
hear.
boys is what they call them.
A Klawiener?
But
Well, like a wiener.
delicious drinks in Thailand.
But a Klawiener. Yeah, you pretended.
No, lady boys, not well.
They don't have to be little.
They could be little. They're just wieners.
Well,
I still
beautiful.
call them Klawieners when
Yeah,
I think
you can
it's a
call them
Kla-
that, but they're normal.
Say whatever
penises.
you want. They got a big old sack with them.
Nuts in there. Too.
Real big sack.
I don't think that most Thailanders have big old sacks or nuts.
It's hot out
Or
there. They
They
sack.
hang down and they're
think
browner
they're-
already.
I think they're very small by nature. I mean, if you look at
Well, I think
Their
that's very
torso
racist.
is.
I think you're thinking naughty by nature.
oh,
And
they're
that's-
huge.
Yeah.
I think they
Those
opened for
guys
that
are
band of the
nuts.
Cotillion, dude.
Yeah, for sure. They were sold out. I was the only white guy there.
Go out on some MJG and 8-ball, man.
Yeah, well, play it at home if you
Yeah.
can find it. MJG and 8-ball.
Or Taylor Swift.
And
whichever.
make sure if there is voting in your area, do what I did. Vote for Jelly Roll. Okay.
Yep.
Write
Hey.
that in.
Guess what? Guess
Yeah.
who's coming to Rocklahoma? First guy.
Jelly Roll.
You bet.
We'll be there, buddy. We'll be at Rocklahoma. That's coming up in, I'm pretty sure, Rocktober. So if you guys want to meet us, we'll be serving free chili outside the Jelly Roll venue.
That's right.
And we'll have an I voted sticker. So go
By
ahead
the
and
way, if
tattoo
you-
that to your face.
I
And
don't want to. This is the first time I want to mention it. If you come by early, not only are you going to get free chili,
Mhm.
you might just meet Ted Nugent. So I'm just going to throw that out there. He's going to be there signing autographs.
God, it's gonna be a great little
I know,
concert.
great little concert. Out. He's
Super
not.
spreader event.
He's not invited in there. He's not invited to the actual Rocklahoma. He's just outside playing acoustic
Oh, cool.
and shooting deer.
Yeah. Ted Nugent.
Yep.
I think Kid Rock's going to be there.
Kid Rock will be there. Yep.
Jelly Roll. John
Jelly Roll.
John Rich.
I heard a lot of rappers are going to be there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
maybe. There could be a lot of rappers in there.
And there may be a mobile ejaculatorium there.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on there. Probably a lot of red, white, and blue. You're going to see a lot of that there. So
A lot.
with that being said, don't let your meatloaf